Fit like in, folks. Welcome back to the Brew Time podcast. This week, it's a live stream. I've got the band back together. We've got TMF, Lamb Chops, Dickie V, and myself. We did a live stream over on TMF's YouTube channel, but I've taken the audio, and that is obviously going to be the podcast. So if you want to see the video for this podcast, you're going to have to head over to TMF's channel. I'll leave a link in the show notes, so make sure you check that out if it's your thing. But as usual, before we crack on with the podcast, a big shout out to this week's sponsors, who are Innov. As you may know, Innov sponsor the main YouTube channel. They provide dash cams for motorcycles, front and rear or single camera options. They have 1080 right through to 4K systems. They have a parking mode on them, so even when you're not with your bike, if this is activated, any movement of your bike will activate the camera, and they'll capture any suspects both audio and visually. The K-series are all Wi-Fi enabled, so they work with the Innov app, allowing you to view files, share them. They have GPS systems built in, which will actually plot your ride and overlay it over a sort of Google Map type scenario. Cracking bit of kit, folks. If you've ever been involved in an accident, the first thing the insurance company asks is there any CCTV? And if you have one of these systems fitted, well, you can say yes. Well worth having, folks. Make sure you head to innov, innov.co.uk/TP1 for more information. Make sure you let them know that you came from me. And if you're going to Motorcycle Live at the NEC this year, then I will be on the Innov stand on Sunday, the 5th of December. So make sure you come and say hello. Right, let's crack on then with this week's episode. The band is back together. Enjoy.
Right, so the mic's off.
What's going up?
There we go.
I'm on your channel now.
Are you? Brilliant.
Yeah.
So I've got
Monetization off. This is disastrous.
Oh, I don't know. That picture is absolutely genius.
Are we on?
I think you're on. The band is back. I can see the band is back.
So the mic is on then?
Yeah, brilliant.
We're in.
Right, here we go. Right, chaps, can we please behave ourselves? Right.
No more swearing.
Hey, are we going to talk about it? What are we going to talk about?
Anything you want.
Can we swear?
No, it's my channel. We'll swear on yours
Channel
later.
for that, Rich. One channel for that.
Right, we're on.
Shit arse bollocks.
Who's running this show, gents? Good evening, folks. It's the Piston Fly here. Welcome to another live stream. It's been a year since I did one of these, and it's been, 2 years since I did one with Chopsy, and it's been over 2 years since we were all together in the same room. So, welcome, gents, to the Missington Man Cave. Hey, we've got a few beers. Grab yourself a beer as well. And as usual, it'd be fantastic if you let us know where you're watching from. And we've got a bit of an open-ended situation here in that we've just been drinking for the last couple of hours, and we haven't even talked about what we're going to talk about, have we? No. So we could really do with a bit of a prompting as to what you want to talk about.
See what happens.
It does appear like we've got a few people.
What's COVID in religion?
No, let's not do that. So anyway, cheers, chicks. It's great to see you all. Cheers.
Back together.
Notice what John's glass looks like.
Yeah, that's
We've all
orange, I'm afraid.
we've all had a kiss and a cuddle.
Oh, yeah. So we're looking for your questions, but I'm going to start the ball rolling with a motorcycle-based question. I have a feeling this might degenerate as the evening goes on. But I was looking at that new MT10 the other day. What do you think?
The new MT10?
Yeah.
Well, you mean the old one that's had a bit of lippy put on it? Yeah.
What do you think?
The eyebrows. I don't like the new paint scheme for starters.
Did you like the old MT10?
I've never ridden one.
Well, you're talking to you about that. Have you ridden one?
I've not ridden one.
Forget it. Chelsea, MT10.
It's a great bike. I wasn't a great fan of the old looks, to be honest.
Right.
And it was a great opportunity, I think, for Yamaha to come in with something looking really sexy.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sold on the looks. But
Have you seen it in the flesh? I
haven't seen it in the flesh, but I think it's got the eyebrows sort of here, isn't it?
You see, I didn't like the original when it first came out. I thought it was too, cyborgy.
It's gone from...
But it grew on me, and I now love it. And I rode it, and I thought it was a great bike.
It's gone from an Autobot to a Decepticon.
To a
Like
Towie.
that.
It's gone Towie, isn't it?
What's he talking about? Goodness me. For me, it's a thumbs down, but I haven't seen it yet either.
No, I haven't,
So,
to be
but
fair.
I mean, I was in the same mode about the Ducati Street Fighter. I hated that when I first saw it. Then I saw it in the flesh and thought, actually, it's growing on. Then I rode it and thought, wow, this is amazing. So I might change my mind.
Yeah.
But it'll be really very interesting to see how that one checks out.
Let me just jump in, just for a comment there.
Yeah, go for it.
I see a piss up and sleeping together. Albeit well, chaps. Albeit well.
Later, hot tub later.
It's a shame we can't do it from there.
No, well, later on, if you're lucky, we might do a late night version on Richie's channel or on, what's your name again? Bruce's channel from somewhere a bit special. We'll see. By that point, I'm afraid John may have left us. He has a little bit of
Maybe
form
not.
there.
Maybe not.
We'll see.
You should have said it gone. If there's just three of us then, they're like, where's Johnson?
I was going to hide under the table and then come out and you go, well, Jops hasn't turned up again.
It's a trick there, don't we?
I'm going to found the table, that's not enough room.
Sorry if I just shouted and peeked it there. I got a bit excited.
I suspect this might be a bit of a shambles, and we've got a different mic set up. Yeah, exactly. So I apologise if we'll talk at the same time. Let's read some comments then, Rich. Can you read them? Because I can't see them.
I'll have a look at my phone.
Oh, go on, read some comments out. Let's see what's going on.
Someone said Johnny number 5 from Short Circuit for the MT10.
Absolutely.
I get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
The likeable rider.
bad.
Gary Barlow isn't present. Sorry about that.
How you doing, Sean?
He's a good lad, isn't he?
Nah, he's not.
Not like Gary Barlow.
Okay.
Gary Barlow was lovely, yeah.
Come on, Chelsea, what we got?
Someone said get the fish and chips in. We already had.
Funnily enough.
We've already had a fish.
Already had him.
I was going to do a meat barbecue, but it seemed like too much
It
effort
didn't
for
rain
this
very
rabble.
well, Bruce, did it? There was none of that dripping, was there? There was none of that dripping.
It wasn't a patch on the nose.
I have to apologise, it was southern fish and chips.
Road Solace says
You like-
TMF needs to grow a beard. Absolutely.
This is my beard. What are you talking about? Look at it.
That's a good growth. That's a nice growth.
Don't touch me. Oh, that was a bit familiar.
You'll not be saying that later on. Fans only page.
Okay, how's it going then? We've got 492 concurrent viewers.
Fantastic.
TMZ, are you selling your GS?
Of course not. Who's asked that?
Anthony Stanley.
I would never sell my GS.
Let's spike it over.
Exactly. Why would you want to sell a GS? I know mine's getting old. People say to me often, when you're getting upgrading your old knackered 2014 bike. It still feels new to me. Why would I upgrade it? Anyway, love a GS.
Talking of GSs, who's turned up on GSs tonight? Bruce has turned up on a GS, Richie's turned up on a GS. What you got in the garage, Andy?
I've got
a GS.
What did you ride in on then, John?
What do you say
Oh,
is
the
actually a
CRV.
fantastic bike, but you could never ever own one because
What's that, GS?
GS.
Yeah, probably. You could be onto something there.
Right, what else have we got going on?
Ian P, this could get messy, loving it.
I think it might already is.
Could.
Everybody has.
Like 5 in already.
Pete English is getting himself a name, isn't he? Look, where's Pete English? Where's Pete?
Yeah.
Could we have fitted anyone else in the room?
I don't know.
If we'd had Pete English and Mr. Fish, it would have been, well...
Brian Jones, first to start an OnlyFans page. You know exactly which one that is.
we already know who started.
That's why he's saying it.
You remember? This is very exciting, right? So,
It is exciting,
so that was
yeah.
I came up with the MT10 question. Anyone else got any new bikes they've thought of, seen or thought of recently and thought, not sure about that one? What do you think of the new Street Fighter, the small one, the baby one?
That'll be lovely.
I'm tempted.
That'll be.
I'm tempted.
I've not even ridden the older one, the original one yet.
Why not?
Picture quality isn't very
Ducati
good.
never ever replied to any blooming emails.
That's just
Thanks,
Andy's
Ducati.
face. We can't have anything about that.
It says
Stream health, it says here. Oh, we're going to get technical now. I can press a button that says
check the video resolution.
Stream health. Stream is healthy.
Check
Warning.
resolution.
Stream is healthy. Good, it says here.
Current resolution is 1920 by 1200, which is not optimal.
Oh dear. How do we change that then?
90, that's 2K. That's all right.
That's probably too
No,
much.
1920 by 1200.
It's just not optimal though. How do we change it? then?
1920 by 1200 is what
Yeah,
my
1920.
video's got. It's 2.7K.
Yeah.
What's the quality like, guys? Let us know. Is it?
Somebody said it wasn't
not
very
very good?
Maybe try
Is this
reducing
the
it
quality?
to 1080 then.
What if
That
I
is
press
live.
that button there with a little camera on? What do you think? If I hit that, what do you think of that one? Should we see if we can change it? Bear with us, folks. We might have a bit of a... Let's press that one. This stream
Exit
can be...
stream. No.
Oh, no! Don't do that.
Someone said to you, Richie, hurry up and get that Pico's video done. Jimmer 15.
Jimmy 15.
You've been hanging on to Pico's videos.
Thank you
Teasing
very
us.
much. They'll be there. Don't worry. I've just had a lot on.
Someone Matthew has said we want more collaborations like Bikes v Planes.
We do want more collaborations.
So do we, don't we?
We were talking, weren't we? We talked about this earlier. Bikes v Planes was the last time that all four of us were together in the same spot, wasn't it? And that was August 2019. And I distinctly remember us saying at the end of that, we must do more of this more often.
Yep.
Here we are 2 years later.
And
we've been great, haven't we?
And then the next, exactly. It'll be another 2 years, won't it? We've not been allowed to do it, though, have we?
No,
To be fair, we did have the COVID thing. So,
Well,
and it looks like we're getting that again. So, hey.
I think our the big hunts are doing well, aren't they? So
yeah.
that's probably the best way to do it. Is do it episodically, and do it on each other's channels.
Long word, Bruce.
That's only about 4 or 5 beers. Yeah. So rather than like Bike versus Planes, we all. Although I'd say there was about 3 sort of genuine original edits there out of the 5 of us. They were all on the same content and. They were pretty much the same. Really,
Yeah. We should have shared channels. That's definitely.
Yeah, so we learnt a lesson there. So with this big hunt, we're sort of doing it. One episode will be on Shop's channels, one will be on mine, and then if we can get you lads involved, do one on yours, one on yours.
Just make sure we're going to plug it, Bruce. While you're talking about the big hunts, it might be a whole audience out there who hasn't even seen this yet.
Say that a bit slower.
Plug.
The title.
Can I ask?
The big hunts with a H. Just want to say that. Yeah.
Before I ask my question,
saying that.
for those that haven't watched Bruce and Chops' channel, The Big Hunts, they've been going away. They've done pasties in Cornwall. They've done the best fish and chips in the north of England. What's coming next? That was my question.
Next is going to be, because it's winter, it's getting dark early, it makes it difficult to do a long day. So
The best quinoa in Surrey?
No, it's going to be the best pie mash in London with the old, what's that they put on it, that green stuff?
Jelly deals?
No, not
Liquor.
The liquor. Pie mash and liquor
Pie mash and
in
liquor.
London. On probably electric bikes because
hell's
of all
that?
the...
Oh, wow.
So that's going to be
What do you mean, what is that?
Pie mash and liquor. What's
liquor.
Liquor, it's like the
Northerner.
It's like the
Yeah,
sauce.
it's East End London.
Northern.
No,
How does this a Scottish man?
I know, how does this happen? You don't regard yourself.
Because my mum's from Peckham.
Now the truth is out.
Oh, I see.
Unbelievable. Anyway, Rich, can you read us some more comments? I can't, because I can't see. I've got one contact lens in.
Someone's put Ashley Wright loving the big hunts.
Yeah, they are
Ash,
great.
thank
They're
you.
great fun. They're great fun.
Thanks very much.
For one of yours.
Richie, what's your true thoughts on the Africa Twin?
Well, it's got the
I love
GS
it.
outside, Richard.
So that says it all, doesn't it?
The Africa Twin, I love it to pieces. My true thoughts are what I say about it. They're not fake. Someone did just ask what I thought of the GS, and I'm not going to say just yet. I've not made my mind up.
What do you chaps think of TMF Royal Enfield, says Rob McSenior.
We haven't seen it.
Never seen it, have you?
How have we not?
Nor have I.
seen this?
Nor have
How
I.
have we not? Look
Never
at
seen
that.
it.
when we've
Rich,
been there.
hey,
Well, I've
Richie,
got it. I've had it back for 2
Oh, is it
days.
gone?
2 days and it went back again.
How's it gone, is it?
Yeah,
It's got a
yeah.
couple.
They've had it for 2 months again since.
hey Richie, how are the ham hands? These, you mean?
Bloody hell.
They're big ones, aren't they?
Oh, they're ugly, aren't they?
The big ones.
They're nasty. Anyway, let's not get personal, he said, being personal.
Best standard bike horn, not the Africa Twin.
I tell you what, the best bike horn, and you may agree, the Goldwing. Did you try the horn on that?
Oh, yeah.
That is
That's
unbelievable.
It is brilliant.
It's
Yeah.
like a big old American truck. It's like,
All the others are like, aren't they? That's proper horn.
The GS is geek, geek.
Yeah.
You get on the Goldwing and it's like everything clears. It's brilliant.
One of the first things I did on the GS was press the horn just to see, and it's far manlier
You think?
than the Africa Twin. Honestly,
Well, the whole bike is, isn't it?
It's well, we'll see, won't we? We shall see.
I think we might have touched it. He's a bit sensitive.
Literally, the wheels could fall off his Africa Twin, and you
No,
could still
no,
say.
listen, I'm not.
He's
I
very
said-
sensitive for someone with such ugly hands, isn't he?
I said this in my last video. I'm not precious about the Africa Twin. I love it, but I'm not precious about it. And you know,
Imagine if he was.
If I thought the GS were better, there's nothing to say that I wouldn't swap it. But I'm not going to say until the video comes out.
I think the Africa Twin is probably a better riding experience. Like the Super Duke, I grin more with the Africa Twin because I love that engine.
Yeah, it's a great
The
change.
engine.
Think about what you're saying.
No, the engine's definitely, it's got a lot of character. It sounds amazing. It sounds like you're going a lot quicker than you actually are.
Yeah.
But again, it just comes back to everything that comes with the GS, the full package. So that's why I'd always just go with it.
Yeah, but it's an old man's bike, and it's the image.
Yeah.
I want to start blurting out how I feel about it, but I don't want to do that until the video comes out.
Yeah, but this is good advertising for you.
It is, yeah, but
isn't
they
it?
tune
For when
in,
you-
yeah.
Someone's just put Someone, Stu McKay. Those hands are tiny. Where's my 50 quid? Were you at the Wild Bad Weekender by any chance?
I was going to say, what about the big chap that, like...
I said, anybody in this room that's got bigger hands than me, I will
like
give
the Man
50
Mountain
quid
tournament.
because I've got the biggest hands in the world.
Yeah, I've got quite big hands.
Hang on a minute.
Jeez.
Even Chop.
Where's the 50 quid? Where's the 50 quid?
Hang on, Chopsy.
Hang on,
I'm right thinking you weren't at the Wild Bad Weekend.
Doesn't count then, does it?
Always I, to be fair.
I didn't realise your hands were so big.
Is there something else I can help with?
Sorry about that.
Still watch.
Have you got one of these watches? They're on the backside, aren't they?
Kid, come round the front. Collect me from the front.
They said go ahead.
I didn't catch that. Could you try again?
I do apologise for my watch interrupting, folks. Anyway, let's try and get a bit of organisation back to
Jarvis
this.
again. That's Mavis kicking in, that is. That's Mavis.
You see,
Could you
mate,
try again?
Chuck it out.
It's sat there like this.
yeah,
I'm only trying to help.
Can I come in again? Flipping things. Anyway, we've not been very good with the comments, so I apologise on behalf of these people.
There's too much going on.
Someone says...
Africa Twin or Suzuki V-Strom 1050 XT. For me, Africa Twin, 100%.
Yeah, Africa Twin.
I still love the V-Strom. V-Strom's an amazing bike.
different sort of
yeah,
art.
different price as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
you,
different,
can't,
yeah.
you can't really compare
I've still
them.
never ridden that either.
The V-Strom...
V-Strom. You like it? It's a good bike.
Yeah,
It's very good.
For the money.
Suzuki don't like me, so I never get to try it.
Well, you can't blame them for that, Bruce. But
Picos Pulse, but you can call the Africa Twin, just don't poke Richie about the VFR.
yeah, that's true. That's
See, I
true.
am precious about that.
The Missenden Misfits. I like that. That's good, isn't it? What else we got here? Good,
Mark
good
Monday.
morning from Oz.
Mark
Moonraker.
Monday, skinny jeans, discuss. Wrong on every single level.
Right on every level.
You can pull it
Rich,
off.
show us your jeans, man.
Skinny jeans, skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans equals skinny legs.
Unintentionally skinny jeans.
Well, just incredible that you've got skinny jeans, Rich, because you're not that small, are you? Out of interest, and this may sound personal, I don't mean it to be.
It doesn't pull his punches.
And
does
I
it?
mean this. I mean this.
You might shit in your fat.
I mean,
You know when
I didn't say that. I
you know
never
when
said
the comment
that.
starts with?
I never said
don't mean-
fucking shit.
And to be fair, I only criticise his hands, not his overall body. We'll come to that later. I can't remember what I was going to say now. You threw my train of thought. What were we talking about before that?
Skinny jeans,
Skinny jeans.
Yeah.
and I'm not a small fella.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Somebody earlier, I can't remember who it was or where they said this, but they said that. I can't remember what the entire. This is a bad story, because I can't remember the context. But they said that John was at least 8 stone heavier than me. And I thought,
Probably more than that.
8 stone? Are you having a laugh? How much do you weigh, John?
Well, I've put a little bit of weight on recently.
This is weight top
Shoes.
That's
Mature.
Mature.
Is that something to do with your
fish and
big
chips? Probably something to do with it. I'm 19 and a half now.
You're lying. You're lying.
No,
You told me what you were on a fish and chip one.
Well, 19 stroke 20, something like that. Something like that.
You were the same as me.
No,
Oh, you're the same.
Well, I'm about 21 at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not that. I'm not 21.
Can you imagine what a bike must feel like when you're 21 stone on it?
Do you know, I was having this conversation. You know, like you're the keenest of all of us doing this. You know, like saving weight on when you do your when you do your like rebuilds and stuff. So get rid of that exhaust because it's 2 kilo heavier than this.
Yeah,
and then you
yeah,
get
yeah.
on it.
Well, that's the trouble. I need to know if I can get it. That's the point.
It's actually a lot cheaper and easier to lose a bit of weight yourself, isn't it? To be fair.
Rotational mass. Got on the train.
Anyway, I can't remember where I was going with that.
Wait.
So, so actually, the 8 stone wasn't that far off.
What are you then?
What you know then?
About 11. 11.
I was 11 stone in primary 7. That's the last time I
What
was
does
11.
primary 7 mean? How young are you, Bruce, for goodness sake?
When I was
primary
11,
7?
11 years old. 10, 11 years old.
Hello,
11 stone.
That would be the second year then, wouldn't it?
No. Still at primary before you go to the high school. The last one before you go to like the high
It
school.
was your birthday recently, wasn't it?
October, yeah.
Not
Oh yeah, you're a month older than me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What, are you 45?
Yeah.
Was it you that was 50?
I'm 50. Yeah, just turned 50.
And you're 45? Mm-hmm. Children.
Children.
Yeah, jeez, it's
I
amazing.
like to be in the company where I feel like I'm a
When's the
youngster.
big 7-0 soon?
Hang on, there's one that said this message is held for review. That means it's.
Oh, yeah. Should we show it?
Bib the builder.
Don't blurt it out, anyone. Bib the builder, whatever you said, it's naughty. We're going to check it now.
Oh, that's not bad.
Let's have a look. There we go. What did he say? Where's he gone? Where's he gone?
It said never
Trust
Trust a man with beards.
with beards. Why is that
Why
not?
did it block that? That's weird, isn't it?
I know, yeah.
That's
We
great.
hyped it all up. Sorry, Bev. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that was a fine comment. What else have we got coming in? So we've got 20 stone feels like bad
Brakes.
Oh, brakes.
Brakes.
Yeah, true.
I have issues
Actually,
with brakes, don't I?
I've got a Cynics video coming out.
What cars do you all drive? Says Bib the Builder.
Hey, oh.
Don't own one.
All right.
Don't own one. Only got bikes.
I was having this discussion with Carol earlier, actually, because it's pretty horrible weather out there today, isn't it? And I said to my missus, Carol, who you may have seen on the channel, Bruce will definitely be coming on his bike. And then I thought about it and thought, it may be because he doesn't have a car. Is that?
I thought you had like a cool like camper.
No, that's the wife. The wife's got a the VW camper.
Well,
and
which is a very cool motor.
No, I won't drive it. No.
Why not?
It's hers. And she's got a wee Skoda as well. So,
She's got
we
two
Skoda.
cars and you haven't got a car.
no. Well, I'd rather take the bike.
I want to go up and see lads. It's raining. Take my state bike, can you?
You take the
but
bike.
There's two cars there.
See, I genuinely...
Even a wee Skoda. let's
This
face
is
it.
not bravado. I would always rather take the bike than the car. Genuinely. Much rather.
It's been lovely and warm. Today's one, I think.
What is the
It was a bit
definition?
nippy tonight.
What is the definition of a fool? Discuss. I love
Someone that
bikes.
owns a motorbike and takes a car. That's a fool.
Alan Medvin, how did you guys meet? How did you guys meet and get together? Well, this
Thanks to YouTube.
Yeah, this beautiful thing called YouTube.
We were fans of each other. Well, mostly they were fans of mine, to be honest. But honestly, we were fans of each other. I was a fan of Bruce's long before I knew these two. And so probably 10 years ago when you were doing your around the world.
Yeah.
Bruce has been around the world, you know.
Don't start that.
So I was a big fan of Bruce's. He sent me a signed book, which I thought was amazing. So that's how I latched onto Bruce. Rich seemed, I've since learned differently, but he seemed like a nice guy. And John seemed like he knew what he was talking about. And turns out to be a nice guy as well. So, but how did we actually decide we were going to get together?
First time Toro was the first one.
Yeah, Toro was when we all actually got together. We've seen each other at shows and stuff, haven't we? Like introduced each other at NEC and.
I met you at the.
Yeah, that was NEC, wasn't it?
NEC, yeah.
What do they call it? The social something or other. It was social hub.
we were
Yeah.
We were there too.
We were talking earlier about, you know, when you're standing there and chatting to people, it's fantastic and it's great to be able to do that, but it's bloody hard work just standing still. That's social.
Well, if no one comes to
Literally all
talk to
day
you,
long.
Rich.
I love it. I love all that. I love doing all that.
No, it's it,
But no one came to talk to him.
That's very bored.
Talking to the NEC,
Quite
anyone
the
going?
contrary.
Anyone going this year?
Yes.
Fifth.
Fourth and fifth.
Fifth for me.
So Sunday, that is next Sunday.
That's right, yep.
Might be on the Monday the 6th in the afternoon. We might be doing an out-of-hours video of the best bikes for 2021, but they've told us, but they can't guarantee they can keep the lights on after 5 o'clock.
They do turn them off.
So they said,
Yeah.
can you come in the morning instead? I'm like, well, not really.
They said that to me to go in the morning.
Well, yeah, because the nights might be a tour at the NEC in the dark. The best bikes 2021 in the dark.
But actually,
That'd be
quite fun
quite
with a
good.
torch, to be fair. But actually,
Torchlight.
but even them saying, can't you come in the morning? I know it's a nightmare to get up early, but to have the NEC to yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I know, that's
I mean, I would go at 4 in the morning. I mean, that'd be amazing.
That was the thing, it was going to close. We were going to get to go round after it closed and do a little piece on all the bikes we were excited about for next year, but then they're like, well, we might have better keep the lights on.
When you say we,
Me and Greg. Me and
Oh,
Greg were going
brilliant.
to do
Excellent.
best bikes, yeah.
because I was there one year on the last day of the show, and I think it closes at 5:30 or something, doesn't it? And I kid you not, as soon as 5:30 came, the lights did go out.
Did they really?
And the stands were broken down so quickly. Have you ever been at the
That
end?
must have been the last night, though.
Yeah, it was. It was incredible. Within half an hour, half the show had gone.
Yeah, really.
There were trucks at all the exit points, which all suddenly opened up. The place transforms. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, it's quite an operation there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the fact that we didn't have it last year, it'd be great to be back. So,
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
So if anyone's going on Saturday the 4th, I'll be there on the custom fit guard stand in the morning, and in the afternoon I'm on the Image 4 security stand. Don't know quite where they are yet, but I'll send out some social media
Right
stuff.
next to the Lloyd stage, KTM. Lloyd stage, KTM, right in the middle.
How do you know this?
Because the organiser sent me the map.
Really?
For me exclusive.
No,
you know,
no.
How come the organisers are sending the map? They didn't send me a map. They send you a map.
They sent it with me VIP parking and all that business.
No, don't get any of that.
Parking? What's going on? What are you actually doing there then, Rich? What are you doing there?
Just walking around. Well, I made a little bit up. I didn't get VIP parking. I did get the map off the organisers there, so. And free tickets and everything.
I imagine there'll be a map in next week's MCN. So it's
I'm there on Saturday the 4th, data tag stand, and on the 5th with Inolf.
excellent. Oh, we must mention, Bruce, this isn't just a live stream, the first in 2 years and the first with the 4 of us, but also there's a funny looking gadget in front of us here. Bruce, explain.
I also have a podcast, if you've not heard it, Brew Time, BRU Time, available on all podcast platforms. So we're recording the audio for this, which will go on out as a podcast from Wednesday onwards, and obviously the video you'll get on Andy. Well, you're seeing the video now on Andy's channel.
Fantastic. Excellent. What an absolute scoop, because it means you have to do no work to do your...
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's going to be the easiest podcast ever, hopefully. This one.
How's the podcast going, by the way, Jen?
All right. I haven't done much over the last month, I think. Maybe, about a month.
I didn't want to mention that.
Yeah. I was getting regular guests lined up, and then I was away to Switzerland on a trip in September.
Get you.
Yeah, which was great, but a week away means effectively 2 weeks without a podcast, unless you build it up beforehand, and that just wasn't possible. And then I got let down by a couple of guests that had been lined up after that.
Did you care to name them?
No.
Were they good ones?
Yeah, they were potentially, yes. Yeah, but it's just a few issues meant they couldn't happen.
What, they realised who you were?
Yeah. So my anyway.
Can I a bit of housekeeping?
But it's going well.
Good. Excellent. I've got another question for you in a second.
Okay.
Anyone in here very hot?
It's getting warmer now. I have to say.
I'm wondering, John, any chance you can open that blind, open the window?
I can try.
We'll try and get a bit of ventilation.
Someone just put, there's not much drinking going on.
No, that was the second point for that. I was going to call the waitress lady and see if we can get some more beers. Who needs a beer?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
We'll see if we can call the waitress lady. I've got a complete under my control. Stand by. Carol, my angel. Carol. No response. Talk amongst yourselves, gents. I'll go and find some. Who needs a beer?
Yes, please.
John,
She'll give you empties.
come on in.
There's going to be a frying pan come flying in a minute.
The waitress lady's here. We would like some more beers, please.
He said it.
I was just thinking, oh God, 8:30, they must want a beer. And then,
How many
this
do we need?
little turncoat.
I thought you were going to say this little turd.
Please, no swearing on my channel.
Has the audacity
How many beers do we
to
want?
demand beer?
We're working hard here. You want one, didn't you? Rich will want one because he drinks fish.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have one beer.
Oh, good man.
One beer.
John's having a beer. He's manning up today. 4 beers then, please. Can we have the those, Australia? She's making rude finger gestures outside us. What? Oh, there's a hand. She saw that. You saw a hand there. That was Mrs. Flyer, the waitress lady. Thank you.
You want my foot?
No.
Sorry!
Quick as you can.
I've got a question here. Bid the builder.
Oh, not
Bid the boulder, sorry.
He's the rude
What
bunny.
is your favourite non-motorcycling YouTube channel for each of
That's a
us?
great
Favourite non-motorcycle.
Peter
Non-motorcycling
McKinnon.
channel.
I'll second Peter McKinnon.
Peter McKinnon.
What does he do then?
Also
Cinematographer, yeah.
cinematographer.
That explains why I don't watch him.
Incredible.
Yeah, amazing.
But the effort he puts into it's just unbelievable.
He makes you feel like you know absolutely nothing.
But he doesn't do it in like a...
No, but not on a condescending.
No way, no.
So,
Are you, Andy?
so you're both the same on that one?
Yeah, I love that
right,
channel,
right.
yeah. I've learned loads off him, definitely.
I watch a few YouTubers, non-bike ones. It's quite hard to choose, actually. So off the top of my head, I wish I thought about this before. But I'm thinking the Late Break Show.
Thank you.
Oh, that's very
Big
good.
fan
Thank
of
you very
that.
much.
I've seen that one.
I watch a lot of car stuff. I threw that out because they kept talking to us. Sorry, the waitress lady's interrupting us. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll call you when we need you again. Thank you. Beers, lads.
It's going to be a sad
Send 'em
trouble
out.
later on.
Die.
Oh,
You're going to die tomorrow.
hang on, I've got a beer. What's going on here? Cheers, chaps. Sorry, I have to
Here's to the waitress lady. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
have I ever told you I can't burp? So I can't drink straight from. I can't burp. I've never burped in my life.
I do not believe
I could
that at all.
genuinely
I'm
give you some
sure I've told
lessons
you
on
this.
that.
Well, would you a bit later? Give me some
Come on, let's help him.
Put me over your shoulder. I'm not doing the nappies again, John. I draw a line at that. I'm up for most things, but
You've
not that.
never burped in your life?
Never burped. And when you drink gassy beer like this is, I have to have it out of a glass, otherwise I basically explode. There could be bits of me hanging all around this room.
I think we all want to see this.
No, we don't. No, there is. I'm sure
I thought
there's
you
a
were going to say,
medical.
I need to drink it out of this, otherwise I burp.
Hang on, we've got
There's so many messages.
We've got 908 people watching.
I need to
One of
say-
them won't be able to burp, and they can verify my story. But
Well, let's
I'm
see.
afflicted with
Anybody
this.
out there not able to burp? I think he's making it up.
I've never
I'm
heard
not making
such
it.
Nathan Henry. Rest in peace, Andy.
Yeah, it's just another thing. I don't like to complain about things or talk about it, but anyway. Yeah, where were we before the beer
TMF,
lady?
you need more beer to burp. Well, I've got to say, you're doing beer for beer with us, and I can.
I've not heard him yet. I have to say.
Don't do it in that condescending way as if I couldn't. Just because you're twice as big as me.
Tommy Z's put, can you fart?
It's got to come out somewhere. Hasn't it?
We could ask the waitress lady about that. She gets quite uptight about that. After I've had a few beers, it can happen, to be honest.
Well, if you're summoning her as the waitress,
And you know, a
lady,
bit later, you know that
farting away.
activity we might do a bit later, which usually involves some electronics to make the bubbles. Well, in this case, maybe
Wow,
not.
my mind is racing.
Anyway,
I've got to say, this is the first time I've witnessed the whole live stream thing.
yeah.
I cannot believe the amount of comments that are just going.
I know, we really should try and read some more. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'm sorry that we're not paying great attention.
But watching these in the past, watching you guys do it,
Yeah.
and then you see as the viewer, you'll see the questions going up, whatever, and then you'll think, oh,
Bless him, eh?
you've not read this out or you've not read that out, but literally they're just flying
Yeah,
by.
you don't get the chance.
We can talk for 2 minutes and you've missed probably 50
You know, you can
comments.
stop it though. You can, if you put the cursor on it, you can.
But then you're so far behind, though. It's a bit irrelevant, isn't it?
A bit sadly, I don't know if you've ever done this, John, because you've done the odd live stream. You can watch the comments back.
I
always watch it after, and I bet you all do as well.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't, even if you're commenting, we're not commenting on your comment. We will read them, I promise you. I usually focus on negative ones. Anyway,
Please road trip, David Welsh. Please road trip to Alaska. I would love to road
wouldn't
trip
that
to
be good?
Alaska.
If somebody wants to fund us to do
100%.
that, count us all in. Oh, that reminds me of our next question. How's the TV programme gone?
It's gone. I
Has
think. In all honesty, it's gone out, and
What have you been doing with that?
I haven't noticed anything different, to be perfectly honest. It's all right. There's 5 episodes you can view over on the Dunlop website. I think it's on is it Motorsport TV channel?
And is that
which
on,
an app.
is that
That's an app, I believe, that you download to your smart TV and can watch, or you just go to I think it's the Motorbike TV YouTube channel, and it's there in a playlist.
excellent, jolly
So
good.
it's on YouTube to view all 5 of them.
Well, how have they come up with these nominations? That's what I want to know. Have you seen these nominations? There's some inside job going on here, I reckon.
Couldn't possibly comment. So, and John, I watched your videos today. I was absolutely stunned and shocked. Number one, if you haven't seen John's latest video, it's all about his bike being stripped down to the nuts and bolts of the engine. And at the end of it, the guy, was it Nelly, the guy?
Nelly, yeah. Nelly at Desmo Works.
You said, thanks, Nelly at Desmo Works, for your help. The guy did all the work.
I held a camera and pointed it at him. And
Yeah, you don't work, John.
Press record.
I was absorbing all the information.
But if you like a bit more of a techie vid, which you will never see on my channel, then check out Chops' latest video. It's fascinating. If you're into that sort of thing, I mean, it's bordering on anarchy.
It is.
But I found it fascinating.
Well, that's the thing, because I quite like. You may think I'm not really interested in this, but when you start watching it, it gets quite fascinating.
It does, and I love the way you drop stuff every now and then, because that I do all the
Be
time.
careful with this bit. Oops, that's gone on the floor somewhere.
So how long were you actually there recording that?
Oh, he said he could do it in an hour. And he did it in an hour.
Really?
Wow.
Because the video was about an hour.
It was. It was more or less real time, that video.
That's
Apart from
amazing.
looking for things on the floor that have been dropped.
Yeah,
That was the other
bad.
20 minutes. But honestly, it took him an
So
hour
easy
just
to edit.
Easy to
I
edit.
enjoyed the quick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah. So it's going to take longer to go back together. Let's put it that way. It's not going to go back together in an hour, but...
Richard's looking at me confused. You haven't watched his video, have you? You haven't watched his video.
I'm trying to read some comments.
Oh, okay.
No, I was going to say about your videos. I watch your videos, and I mean this with all due respect. I feel sick when I watch them.
He's lovely. In what? Well, you mean that with all due respect?
Chopsy's, yeah, because
With the greatest respect, you're a tosser.
it's not though, because Chopsy gets this brand new expensive bike and just goes, all right then, where's the spanner? And starts taking it.
It's a chisel and a hammer.
And I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing? I don't know. He knows what he's doing. I know what you're
I'm not
doing,
sure he does.
To me, I'm just like, oh no, I wouldn't touch that.
Well, that's why that box
It
is in
scared me
bits
to
for
death.
so long, isn't it? You took it all to bits. I remember at the time I wrote to you and said, I can't wait to see you put that back together.
And now it's a year and a half later. I've got
Somebody else puts it back.
Yeah, I need the engine. I've got to put the rest back together, so...
I'm sure it'll be cracking when you're done, though.
It'll be very nice. It'll be very nice.
You don't tinker with the spanners too much, other than putting the old camera on your bike and stuff. You're a bit like me in that.
I've
thing.
got a little bike actually. I bought a little wee Chinese 125.
Did you?
As part of the TV show.
Right.
So I have that, and it's totally wrecked. So my plan is to do.
What was it going to do that?
He rode it. Well, the engine's actually all right, but the frame's knackered, the wheels are buckled.
I wonder why.
The electrics are all
21 stone.
So my plan is to basically get spanners out and rebuild that, do some sort of custom bike build with it.
I wonder what the maximum all-up weight is on one of those, though. Seriously, I mean, if there is a too heavy one.
If we were too up on it, you would definitely be in trouble. I'd say you'd be exceeding.
It's amazing though, because I remember seeing a picture of you and Martin in the Canaries. Bruce was pillion on the back of was it an MC 750 or something?
That was V-Strum he had. It was his
But it was
own
only 650, wasn't it?
yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
I mean, that was quite. I mean, and Martin, lovely guy, but quite big too. I don't think he'll mind me saying. Sorry, Martin, you might want me saying that.
There was genuinely.
There's a lot of weight on that bike.
There was over 40 stone in passenger. Put it that way.
How much did the bike weigh? Incredible, unbelievable. Anyway, so what's coming next on the channels, then, chaps? Rich,
One sec, let me just jump.
go on.
I'm going to try and pay attention to comments.
Please do.
Richard Rowe, have a bone to pick with Dickie Vegas. That's you twat.
Oi! Keep
sorry,
the
yeah.
language clean.
I got a VFR because of him, and now he never rides it.
monetization
Oh no, it's going. What's that about? And when are the rest of you readers' rides getting out on a VFR 800? I do ride the VFR 800.
I did a reader's rides on a VFR 800 on yours.
Yeah.
Check out my channel for previous readers' rides.
And I did a video probably last week on it.
You did. I watched that one. Don't often watch.
I do like getting out on a VFR.
I watch all his videos. Obviously.
John Suter, have I just tuned in to Last of the Summer?
I just saw that coming.
Cheeky fud.
Why would they say that when we're drinking beer?
Someone said, does Richie feel the odd one out because he don't know he's got any hair?
This message is held for review.
We don't know about you though. Oh, is there another one?
Biking in Paradise.
Oh my word! That's an outrageous. Biking in Paradise. What are you trying to write down? That's outrageous.
We'll not read those ones out just in case.
But if anyone else wants to put those in, feel free.
Where is it? Where's the dildo?
Oi! Careful! Watch me crash, Mustang. That's that waitress lady that did that. I've got a prize-winning model of a P51 Mustang here, which was built by a world champion. That's hand cream. It's for me eczema.
Where is it?
We better not be moving through these drawers, haven't we? I don't know what you might find.
You'll find all sorts going off through there.
Trust me, they can look as much as they like.
No,
He sat on it.
I'll save you the Mustang story for another day when they're not here. Okay, how are we doing? 908 concurrent users. Can we beat 1,000? How long are we going to be on here doing this, folks?
2 or 3 hours.
What?
Two questions. One for you to address, Bruce, if you want, mate. What's going on? This is Adrian Wilson. What's going on with all these teaser vlogs? Do you want to explain yourself?
Oh, that's a bloody good question. I wondered the same myself. Explain yourself.
I've answered so
Charlatan.
many questions and comments about this, and I've even put posts up in the community bit. It was just an experiment, just to see what effect.
It's backfired, isn't it?
No, it hasn't.
Oh, is it? Oh,
no,
God.
just to see what effect regular posting, like 5 times a week, of vids has on the reach, on views, and see if it directs any traffic to older videos from new subscribers.
And did it?
Yeah, it has. First week was very good. Second week, I've noticed it started to dip again. But it was only a 2-week thing anyway, so you won't see any more of them.
You've got to do these little experiments from time to time.
Yeah, just to see. I just want to see what effect it has and try and drive some traffic to the old vids.
I did last December. I thought I did one video a day for the whole month just to see what happened. I had a bit of a backlog, so it was getting rid of some old ones actually. But I wish it was. But unfortunately, didn't really make any difference. I mean, I think people get viewer fatigue.
Yeah, I think they do.
Definitely. I mean, as I mentioned before, I subscribe to lots of YouTube channels, and some of which are my favourites, which the Late Break Show is one. But if I'm away, say, for a week, and I come back and there's like 30 videos, I don't watch some of my favourites even. So I think you can overdo it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think 2 or 3 a week. I think the 3 a week you had going on was.
Do you think that? I think that might have been.
I think that's too much now.
As far as the channel growth goes, that
it was good for
working
channel
well
growth.
the
Yeah,
channel, wasn't it?
absolutely. 2 a week was very manageable and doable. 1 a week with the odd bonus one. I mean, this is a bonus Friday, and I think I've got a bonus video possibly going. No, I haven't. No, it's Saturday, tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, my next vid's my bike can use on Wednesday. If you see, they'll let you into an inside secret. See those MCNs there? Look, I've already marked them up. They're already
So if I was to put on a little yellow post-it
Oh, don't do that.
it would cause quite a problem. It would cause quite a problem. If we were to take those out, you'd have to read the whole paper.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll do that later.
There's more effort that goes into that than People don't do that. I wish I had mentioned that now. But if bike news doesn't happen next Wednesday, you know what happened.
Moto Mogul. Richie, are you still doing the ultimate middle class challenge to find the best Eggs Benedict?
What's that? Best eggs.
I did a video the other day trying to find the best Eggs Benedict, and he's like, "That's got to be the most middle class thing I've ever seen in my life." I'm like,
Did you have avo?
Oh, that's not
Did
me.
you have avocado with it?
Oh, I don't know, but I do love a nice avo.
Do you not do avocado?
Avocado. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
God, you're quite
Have it on toast.
don't
It's
you?
exquisite.
I find it too slimy and slippy.
Do you? No, I love a bit of avocado.
I
don't mind it.
In the microwave.
What's the ugliest bike according to you fellas?
Well, you think the katana, don't you? The katana's pretty ugly. But those new paint schemes.
You like the guitar?
I love the katana.
Did you?
I love it. Yeah, I
The
love
colour
it.
trolley, that's it.
I love that bike.
Really?
Yep.
I think the MT10's getting there.
That's-
The new one, isn't it? To be honest.
Yeah. What do you think? There's been a few. It's a difficult
I
one.
don't know if this is just like new bikes or any bike.
I don't like the look of the katana, but I've never ridden it.
It's a nice bike to ride, actually. It rides
Super,
lovely.
yeah.
And actually, the new colour schemes, which I saw when I was doing my
Got a lot
MCN,
of matte paint.
Just because
and they've got some
wheels.
it's got
Got wheels.
I thought, actually, I think I might like this katana after all. But that is a challenging like, isn't it? Careful. What else is there that's a bit... I actually, and now don't take this the wrong way, but the new Panigale, let's face it, Panigale is a nice bike.
Yeah, it's
And
beautiful.
I'll say that as an owner, I love mine. But that new V4, it's starting to look a bit bloated, I think.
The new one.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's starting to look a
I
bit
think
bloated.
it looks-
Back me up here, folks. Who thinks the new Panigale is not as good looking as the original?
I think the wings look better. They've revised the wings slightly.
Yeah.
And they've got some additional grills at the bottom. I think it looks better than the last year's one.
But what about the original 1199, which was very much narrower and neater?
I don't know. I quite like the look of the V2 without the wings. That's probably my favourite.
Yeah.
The wings, when they first came out in the Panigale, they were something new, weren't they? Whereas a lot of other manufacturers have started to
Followed
adopt it. So
suit,
it's like, it's lost that. It's lost that sort of thing.
I'm trying to think what else is ugly out there.
Someone's put, Ollie Ray's put, come on, Bruce, admit it. The GS is the worst looking.
I genuinely like the look of the GS. Genuinely,
I don't dislike the look of the GS at all. I don't dislike it.
It's odd because I historically hate asymmetric BMW front ends, and when they took the S1000RR and made it symmetrical, it turned it into a beautiful looking bike.
See, I used to like the boggle-eyed.
Oh, I hated that. But the GS, surprise, I actually quite like.
Yeah.
I think it's purposeful and looks the biz.
It's got what about the big old R90, not the R90, the big touring.
R18.
Yeah.
The R18.
No, not the touring. The big touring one with the big top heavy looking. I can't remember what it's called.
K16.
Not the K16. The one with
Goldwing?
the one with the same
Careful.
engine. No, BMW with the Boxster engine in it.
Which one?
The RT.
The RT. The RT.
yeah.
I'm talking
Oh, yeah,
about.
that's
the
right,
the RT.
Yeah,
Not
it's a very dated looking bike, I think.
That's
Very
Well,
much
yeah,
dated.
they've brought it
I
up
don't
to
think
date.
that's ugly.
I don't care. I think it's too bulbous on the front.
too bulbous
I think
on
it's
the two-
improved over the previous one, this year's one, don't you?
Yeah.
And it's a lovely bike to ride.
But it's
incredible
functionality
bike.
over form, isn't it? with that?
Yeah,
Because
I mean, it does keep you
wind
protected.
protection.
Yeah, but it doesn't look great, does it? Whereas, and again, I would be biased because I bought one, but I think the Goldwing looks quite nice, even though that's a big bulbous bike. I think that looks quite nice. Back me up here, Rich. Back me up. No, he's not back.
Sorry,
He's not backing me up.
I don't think
The Goldwing.
the Goldwing's the greatest looking, but the
Goldwing's
Goldwing was the biggest surprise.
No more beer for you.
It was the biggest surprise
you've
to this
ridden
day.
it.
Yeah. Absolutely hated it first time I rode it because I was on motorways, and that's what I thought that bike was for. Bored
you can-
the tears out
I've
of
still
me.
not really.
You can hold your own on
Later
the
on,
bike
have a couple
anyway.
more beers. We'll nip out of mine.
In the ice.
Yeah, we'll get the three of us on the back.
We'll make
a
the
video.
backcountry A and B roads, and that bike comes alive. It's phenomenal in the twisties, which
yeah.
defines logic because it's
When I
about
s-
9,000 kilograms.
I scraped the exhaust
I ran over my own foot.
and I thought, shit.
I let that thing so far over, it ripped my foot off of the foot peg, and I just about went over it with the back wheel. It was phenomenal.
They are good. That sport mode is something else.
Oh, crazy.
It is
it's
amazing bike.
It's a very surprising machine, that, isn't it? It surprised me, and it's
Colin Barber, most KTM bikes are Munters.
very good point, Colin. KTM.
I disagree.
I disagree. I
No, I'm with Colin.
do like how aggressive they look.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
And
Well,
angular and,
you're
you
thinking
know.
of the Super Duke. That's okay. That's an exception.
even the Super Adventure S, I think it's a great looking bike.
It's like a rhinoceros on heat.
No, I love it. I love it.
I'm not keen.
Oh, it is a good one.
I think it's the best riding adventure bike. I think it's the best adventure bike out there.
What's that noise? What's that?
It is a good one. It's
Apologise.
could be quite interesting. Sprig of the Sump. Richie,
very good. I like that sprig. Well done.
I lost it.
1980s reference. Sprig of the
Oh, good to see you four together. Is Richie the only one who was disappointed with the Tiger 900?
Never ridden it, but I don't even like the 1200. So
the 1200 was shite though.
it's just boring. It's just
Just too big.
No, it's too
a
heavy,
new
too
one.
large.
A new one, it didn't matter.
I'm sure that'll
It would
be
a different
I
matter.
think they've learnt the lesson on that.
Yeah. No, I like
The 900 is lovely.
For me, I think the
Never had
African Twin and the GS are all a bit too big. I quite like the size of the 900. It's not too unwieldy.
It
to
is
push
a lot
around.
slimmer, isn't it?
And
Nice
you want
engine.
It's still got all the wind protection.
Engine's nice.
Engine's lovely.
Goes all right.
Yeah, it does. I've actually got the Tiger 850 Sport. Well, it went back today, actually.
Right.
But I went up to Peterborough. I've got a video coming, going up to Peterborough, a few miles on that.
Because that's the sort of, not cheap, well, it's cheaper.
Well,
it's
it's
better
cheaper.
value.
And
The
it actually
cut-
looks- I like the colour scheme.
The colour schemes, I thought out of all of them, that was my most favourite, because for the value for money,
Yeah, yeah.
if I was getting a Tiger, I'd go down.
I think it's 9.4. It's
very good value.
And quality of it, and yeah.
really nice bike.
Really
that.
good.
I'm a big fan. You hated it.
Laurie W. TMF
Changing the
loves
subject.
TMF loves the Goldwing, but can't use Apple CarPlay
That is true. That is true. Do you use Apple CarPlay on your
all the time.
pants? It's rubbish.
Why is it rubbish?
It's got an Android. that's
I
the
got it to
problem.
work on the Goldwing, and I thought it was brilliant. I liked it on the Goldwing.
It's brilliant.
Well, it drops out. It drops
It is
out.
mega buggy.
But that's the
waitress. I mean,
hang on.
we're getting
Oh, Richard Waitress.
Rich is in trouble now. Yeah, I'll have them on, thank you. Would you like to show yourself? Mrs. Flyer's here, folks. She's a little bit shy.
Give us a yes if you want to see Mrs. Flyer. So, let's have a look.
Take Linky's.
Thank you. So who's having a beer then?
Yes, please. Thank you
I'm
very much.
fine. I'm fine.
I'm all right, actually.
Soft drink, John? Soft drink?
I've still got the orange on the go. It's okay, yeah.
Shh, be quiet. We don't let people know that.
Good man,
Thank you, Mrs.
Richie.
Flyer. Thank you.
Man from the north.
Thank you.
Take his beer. Not like you southern softies.
Don't poke me when you say that. Look, we've got 942 people watching. They don't want to see you poking me. Or maybe the other way around.
Steady. Sorry, going back to the
Yeah,
Apple
get us
CarPlay.
back on track, please do.
It's fantastic, but it's so buggy, so like glitchy. But you know, in the back,
That's why I don't like it.
I've got a
drops out.
Transit Custom, and it's
Hang on. What colour is it?
dark blue. It's like a chrome blue.
You're partly deep.
But on there, it's not buggy at all. You
No, I
plug
think
it in,
it's
perfect.
It's perfect, yeah.
But the
yeah.
bike, it seems to be like,
I don't know what the
I
problem
do
is.
love it, but it winds me up that it's so glitchy.
Well, that's my issue with it. When it works, it's great, but you can't rely on the fact that it's working. Plus the fact, on the Goldwing, you can't work round the whole headset.
Can you not?
No, absolutely can't do it. Well, not without having like a headset in the boot.
Thank you.
I'm plugged in. So it becomes a right pain. So for me, and actually on the Goldwing, you've got a built-in sat-nav and stuff. You
Yeah.
don't really need Apple CarPlay to be honest, because it's got everything anyway. So that's why I don't like it. The principle's fine.
Yeah.
The practice on the Goldwing
Yeah.
is not good.
Especially the time it takes for it all to boot up.
Oh, yeah.
Which
Life's
okay,
too
if
short,
you're
isn't
going
it?
out for a quick ride, okay, you're getting your gloves on and everything, turning it on, waiting for it to do that.
Yeah.
But if you're out on tour
Oh.
and you're stopping and starting for photos and stuff, it is a
right-
real pain
it's
in
a
the
right
arse.
faff. And also, it
We
annoys me.
prefer to ride our bikes.
get on it.
We're
It is.
messing about with all this tech, you know.
It probably
we just
takes
ride
I don't know,
We don't faff
Up-
at all.
probably
Yeah,
up
we
to a
just-
minute. Up to a minute sometimes for it to boot up. A minute doesn't sound long at all, but
It is when
you're
everybody else is
starting
going.
to stop. Yeah,
I think a minute's quite a long time, personally.
Right, let's read some more comments.
Stuart Parfrement, what do you think to the NT1100 from Honda? Good question.
NT1100, new Tourer. Anyone?
You've not had the pleasure yet, have you?
I've ridden it, you haven't you?
No,
I've just seen pictures.
Somebody else-
Just
somebody
asked me
I
about
thought
it.
somebody rode it.
No.
Well, we don't know then, we've never ridden it. But I'm sure we'll get to ride it. Honda are very good to us, aren't they?
Yes.
So
they are very
we'll get to ride one in due course. I think it looks quite nice.
Did TMF fly you all here?
Have you seen the weather?
No, a road.
You like this?
It's in freezing out there.
I tell you what, you offer them a free fish and chip meal, they're down in like peas around a honeypot. It's incredible.
We all actually, this has been planned for 6 months probably, and Andy said at the beginning of the week, are we all still on, lads, for this thing on Friday? We're a bit like, weather's a bit crap. I've got my hair to wash, and then he said, "Yeah, fish and chips." We're like, he's putting his hand in his pocket. Let's go now.
It wasn't as good as the northern ones.
It
though,
was
but-
good. No dripping. No dripping.
Sorry about that. South.
You've got to bring,
I must say there was
you've got
nothing
to
wrong
bring
with
some
that.
down
Oh,
for us.
there's something in capitals here. Booked Motorrad tours.
Shush, shush.
Arctic and the Midnight Sun. Kevin Freckleton. You're going to love it. I don't know who your leader will be, but that's the tour I did up to the Arctic Circle with BMW. You'll have a great time. Say hello to the guys from it. Well done.
Oh, what, is someone's going up there?
Yeah, it's great. What a great... You did Norway.
Beautiful, yeah.
Dwayne Dibley said, what about the new Norden 901? Has anyone ridden it, or what do they think to it?
I know what I think of it. That will get my ugly bike award.
Really?
Yeah, I hate it.
Do you?
Yeah.
No,
I know I'm in a minority.
Well, would you prefer the 890 Adventure or the Norden? Then you prefer the looks of, because the 890 Adventure is no looker, is it? Talking about ugly bikes, which I may give you that one on the KTM actually.
Yeah.
The 890 Adventure is not the best looking.
No, and those sort of bikes from KTM aren't good looking generally, are they? I do struggle with those. But I think the Norden's even worse.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, I think it looks nice.
I know I'm in the minority because lots of people said that they like it. Do you like that?
No, I've never tried it, never seen it.
The Husky.
Oh, the Husky.
The Husky, no, like the...
Oh, no, I've not seen that.
Not seen it?
It's sort of a Dakar-esque.
Yeah. Round headlights.
It's not my cup of tea, but...
No, not me either. Well, I'm sure it's a great bike to ride. If you're into that sort of thing, I'm sure it's brilliant. It's just not my bag.
Niall Matthews, you're going to love this.
Go on.
Jesus, TMF looks like a young lad next to the rest of you.
I know, exactly. And I'm way older than they are. You need to ease off on the fish and chips, lads.
That's why
Good man,
he's
thank
down
you
here
very
to
much.
give us fish and chips and beer.
Thank you very
We're
much.
all
Make me look
dieting and looking
thin
after himself,
compared
and
to-
he's coming down here and giving us all this horrible stuff.
Love all your channels, says Harold.
Thank you, Harold.
What, even Bruce's? That's incredible. Roger White, evening gentlemen. Roger White? I've never heard of him.
No,
Well, good evening, Roger, whoever you might be. Motorcycle band's GSX S1000. Like, question mark.
GSX-S one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks...
It's great.
What, the,
Awesome
So
bike.
you ride that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Genuinely
Yeah,
a fantastic
that's
bike. Fantastic bike. Loads of usable power. It's not a typical inline four. It's a modern inline four, so it's very usable on the road. It's comfortable.
Any low down go?
Yeah, loads.
yeah.
Loads of.
You're in it.
More than enough
launch.
loading.
No, luckily enough to get that launch.
Genuinely really good bike.
Freeloader.
Typical
Oh.
Suzuki. A lot of bike for not much money. I'm saying that it's still 10 grand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be perfectly happy to have one of them in the garage for sure. I haven't ridden the new GT. Rich has. I'm waiting to get my hands on.
Oh, you're on the launch for that?
amazing bike. In fact, I've just seen a comment about it. Oh bugger, where's it gone?
You're spoiling.
Oh, contentious issue.
Oh, go on.
Is the ADV bike market shrinking in light of all the sports tourers being launched?
That's a very good question.
It's a very good question.
I think it probably will.
Mark Simpson.
I think there's been a big dearth of touring bikes, and that's what people want.
Do you know that GT? It felt great. That to me, I started on the sports tourer. Only realised
Which one would it be?
the VFR. Only realised not so long ago that I really missed the off-roading. So that's why I really enjoy the Africa Twin and doing all the mucky riding. Absolutely love it, and I've got a real thirst for it now as well.
Yeah.
But that
You love that,
going back. Sorry, I just read another. I need to stop reading comments while I'm
I know,
talking.
I wish I could read them.
But then going up to the Suzuki GSX S1000 GT launch, what a bike!
That was in Scotland, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In lovely weather.
Yeah, and
When I was in the Canary
I'd just
Islands.
come back from bloody Picos, yeah.
What a
That was
contrast.
good weather in Scotland. Don't know what you're moaning
Actually, yeah,
about.
you're right. But no, it's
Some of that.
I guarantee anyone that tries that bike will be blown away. It's
What about the
amazing.
looks of it, though? Because that...
I love the looks of it. The only thing I don't like is again the wonky headlight.
Yeah, and the nose looked a bit long to me. I've not seen it in the flesh.
Johnny Five, was it Johnny Five that you said someone said anything about the boggly eyes?
Yeah.
Was it Johnny Five?
It's a bit Yamaha R1 looking, isn't it? The
Yeah.
underslung lights.
Well, that's not a bad thing, is it? That one's a nice looking bike.
but it's got those sorts of lights. It looks more like a Yamaha than a Suzuki to me.
The quick shifter, so perfect.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about the GS quick shifter.
Oh, it's clunky.
don't
It's
do
like
that.
two hammers slamming together.
It's
a man's
this
quick
is something in
shifter,
behind,
Rich.
like so the
It's a proper
the
mechanical bike.
GT quick shifter is like there's no like good, and I've been thinking on this GS, am I doing something wrong here?
The GT, the sports touring bike.
Yeah.
The GS, which will take you across the Sahara if you want.
Okay.
It'll take you on shale, or you can put it on the motorway and cross continents.
Do you do that much on not the cross continent, the shale bit?
I've done a little bit, yeah.
How much?
Yeah. When I've
We
been
need
at Toro.
to start doing a bit more.
When I've been at Toro. Okay,
not
you
exactly.
give me-
I'm going to start leading you down the wrong path.
You give me the GS and I'll do it. I ain't doing it on my bike, but you give me a GS and I'll do it. No problems.
Well, look, I'm sure we must be going down to see Linden at some point.
I think so at some point.
Let's make sure we do loads more.
It's interesting what you said. That who was it? Can anyone remember who it was?
Sorry, I can't remember.
It's all flown by. Apologies, can't remember who left that comment. The adventure bike market. I think that addressed a massive hole in
The sport tournament.
in the sports bike market, because sports bike riders are our sort of generation, really. People from the 80s, 90s that all went out and got R1s and GSX1000s and Fireblades. Well, time moves on, and you don't really want to cramp yourself on a sports bike. But the modern adventure bikes give you almost equal performance for the road,
Absolutely.
with loads of comfort. However, now we've got all these sports tourers coming through, which are comfortable.
Yeah.
Most people that buy adventure bikes don't take them off road, do they? It's just road stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So there's a massive market there for them.
So to answer his question, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we think that is.
We have a comment.
I think we can all get
Norley's
better.
made a comment.
You're kidding me.
Richy Boots has made
We
a
have
comment.
YouTube royalty amongst us. Hi,
Nice
Norley.
to
Great
see you and the gang live, Andy, she said. So,
Hello, Norley. Excellent.
Norley, if you're still watching,
Come on the
that
podcast,
was a little
Norley.
while ago.
Come on the podcast.
I've put a word in for you, Bruce. She's
I've
not
messaged her.
interested. I've
I've
told
messaged
you.
her
I've told you.
She's too busy having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, when you're off on your next tour, Norley, let us know. Send us a message later. Anyway.
What was the question?
We haven't got to one yet.
Oh, yeah, questions. Let's read
Oh,
it.
was it a question? Or just nice to see you all?
Just nice to see you all, yeah.
He's stuck in the North Pole. Who is? 1,000 viewers, fair play. What?
We've got 1,000.
Oh, no, we haven't.
Oh,
This one, Mark Monday. If you were to all start a new YouTube channel but not bikes, what would it be about?
Lingerie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Would you be one of those doing the try-ons? Is that what it'd be you?
I'm not against it. But ideally, no.
We could do one of those eating videos. We just sit in the car and stuff and shove in your mouth eating.
Yeah. You could be the new Beard Eats Food. Yeah.
I'd like to do a vloggy channel. A genuine, like a travel vloggy type channel. That's
Oh, why
what
don't you?
I'd like to do.
You did that before. You went around the world, you know.
It was good. I think I probably will sort of try and move my channel more to that, because the bike reviews get great views, but I don't really enjoy them, to be honest. I much prefer getting out and about.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I like even just around the UK. I like travel. I like meeting people. I like promoting that side of biking.
I mean, I like bikes per se, the technology and the mechanics, etc. But I also like what they give you as in travel.
It's what they allow you access to. Yeah.
I mean, take Nora's example. She's regarded as a biker YouTube channel, but actually she's a traveller.
Yeah.
Just so happens she does it on a motorcycle. But yeah, for me that's a big part. And we haven't done enough of that because of the whole COVID thing, of course. Yeah. Wouldn't it be great to do across the US, the four of us, if we had the money and time to do
that'd be
this?
mint.
Brilliant. Or we all jump on a Royal Enfield and do India to home. Wouldn't that be great?
Well, watch my channel.
Fantastic.
Watch my channel in 2022. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh, I think we've got a little bit of chatting to do. Anyway, thank you for the question.
It's clear that he's not been chatting to us, though.
No, I know.
No, I'm going myself.
Lads, I've been asking you for months and months. I'm going on my own, sorry.
Right, what other
I
questions?
thought you got yourself a whiskey there.
Every
No,
time,
I've got no
I propose something like this to you,
He's locked
you
away,
won't
Rich.
go on.
About the house under lock and key. Only you can.
What else have we got? No, I can't read them, Rich. Did I explain I've got one contact lens in? That's why I can't read them.
You should be up the other eye, though, surely. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but I have to get on that.
Dwayne Dibley's normally puts everyone to shame. I would assume that you mean Norley. Normally puts everyone to
Normally,
shame.
yes. Yeah, you're quite right. Excellent ambassador for the motorcycling craft. I think we can all agree. What's next? USA Tour U4. We just said that, didn't we? Although the comments might be a bit delayed, I don't know. So sorry if we...
Will Chops turn up for the America trip?
Nice one, Ollie.
I turned up for this one, didn't I?
True. Credit where it's due.
I do agree that we all four, just us four, should go off somewhere. Definitely.
I'm off.
It doesn't need to be as extravagant as India, but just
Pakistan then.
yeah, that'll do.
Everest Base Camp.
Madagascar. What about that? One, didn't it? Let's not do
Let's
South
do the
Africa.
Mongol Rally. I said to you, let's do the Mongol Rally.
On my shoulders. I've got arthritis in my shoulders,
he's
mate.
too old.
You want Norris for
So
that?
this is what I mean, right? I come up with all these ideas, and it's no, I can't do that.
Yeah, but
can't
normally
do that.
your ideas are, let's get a 50cc bike and ride to the Arctic for a weekend.
Tomorrow.
Because it would be awesome.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It would be great.
It would be.
But in your head, mate. Right, what else we got?
Let me just add. I read a comment ages ago and it's stuck in here. Ollie asked how long you really need off work to do a trip to Norway.
Cool.
I think ours was 18 days.
Yeah, I think
So-
it's about
And
right.
that's quick.
Yeah.
Nearly 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, mine was nearly 3 weeks. 2.5 weeks, I took. But
where did you go?
Ideally,
and you
3
went a bit
weeks.
further. No, you went to Lofoten, didn't you?
Yes.
So I think 3 weeks at minimum. Depends where you start from, of course. If you're starting from Sweden,
I'm assuming you want to go to Nordkapp, right up the very top. It's a long way. I think it took me nearly 3 weeks just to get up to Nordkapp, but then I had about a week off waiting for a new tyre. So
did you get to Nordkapp?
No, we chose not to. We didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to Nordkapp. I wanted to go to Lofoten Islands.
Oh, okay.
Because everyone, either or. Like you just said, you assume that they want to go to Nordkapp.
Yeah. It was an either or, was it for you?
Yeah, I just never had any intention of going there.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go across to Lofoten because someone said it's the most beautiful place. In fact, his words were, "It's like God has reached down and pulled the mountains out of the sea."
Yeah. Funny enough,
and that stuck in my mind. And then when you see it, it's just. Oh.
I had a comment actually on my channel from a Norwegian yesterday who had been watching my Norway tour. That still gets people viewing it, and he said exactly the same. Actually, he's writing in Norwegian, so I was having to kind of work out what he was saying. But basically, if you don't go to Lofoten, you've not really done Norway. So I sort of feel like I should go back. Maybe you and me, you've not done it, have you?
Not done it.
The other thing for
we have to do it in a day, though, won't we?
They do fish and chips. I'm sure they do.
You had stunning weather all the way up through yours, didn't you?
Whale and chips.
Yeah, they do whale.
So Andy had stunning weather all the way up through his Norway trip, and
23 in the Arctic
we had the opposite, completely horrible weather the whole way up until we crossed over to Lofoten, and it was literally like the clouds parted. It was just paradise.
Yeah.
I kept saying the closer. What I used to do at the end of every day and the end of every episode was take a photo at midnight of the landscape, so you can see it getting lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter the further north you went.
Yeah.
And the whole point was to see the midnight sun.
Right.
But it was just, the weather was so bad, it was just a white blanket of cloud, and it was just getting whiter and whiter and whiter. Okay. Yeah. And I just thought, if we do this whole trip and I don't see the midnight sun at midnight, I'm going to be so distraught.
Yeah. I think my trip was called the Land of the Midnight Sun. I didn't see
the morale was so low before we crossed over.
I actually think it was with you leading it.
Did you see the Northern Lights? Did you get to see Northern Lights?
No, because that's in the winter.
Oh, this was in the summer, was it? Ah, okay.
Midnight sun.
I'm with you.
Nice lad.
I'm with you.
So we crossed over to Lofoten, and it was just absolute paradise. White sandy beaches, midnight sun, absolutely brilliant.
978.
It went over 1,000.
Did it? We must have lost some people. Sorry about that. I didn't spot that.
That's brilliant.
Wow.
Right, I'll just butt in here, folks. Time for another sponsor readout. This week, we're also sponsored by Ultimate Add-ons. Now, Ultimate Add-ons are the premium manufacturer of mobile phone and action camera mounting solutions for motorcycles, with a kit for any bike and a proven track record of creating products that keep your devices safe, secure, and easily accessible. The Ultimate Add-ons product range is ideal for any rider, from the commuter to the round-the-world adventurer. Why shell out on an expensive GPS system when you can use your smartphone, keeping it charged and within reach to take photos of your travels at the same time? Ultimate Add-ons waterproof, shockproof and dustproof tough cases are available for all flagship smartphone models and are designed by riders for riders. Find out why Ride Magazine gives Ultimate Add-ons their coveted Best Buy certification. Keep riding this winter with Ultimate Add-ons. It's all about the journey. Head to ultimateaddons.com and use the code TeapotOne with the number 10, TeapotOne10, for 10% off. We are also sponsored by The Influencer Store. The Influencer Store helps you build your brand, big or small, providing you with a solution and apparel. We help you to increase your fan base while supporting you with starting your own influencer clothing line with nothing more than just an idea or design, and there are no hidden costs. For more info, come check us out at theinfluencerstore.co.uk or drop us an email at online@influencerstore.co.uk for more information. Now, the Influencer Store handle all my merch over at TeapotOne.com, so if you head to the website, TeapotOne.com, head to the shop, and all the merch there is handled by the Influencer Store. Great quality, great service, that's why I've gone with them. Back to us lot chatting.
Have you imagined?
It is hard work keeping up with these comments, though.
Yeah, he's
I'm a bit overwhelmed with these comments.
Don't be overwhelmed, Rich. I know you've never seen this many people before, but you're doing fine. Keep going.
Mark Simpson, Rich, have you compared the Africa Twin with the NT1100? Not ridden that one yet.
John, you got any comments there?
I'm just looking.
No, not too keen. Okay, what we got? Did we find out where people are watching from? We had somebody from Australia.
I saw someone from Texas.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Take some scrolls.
Let's name some obscure country and see if we've got somebody there. We've got everyone from South Africa. And what are you making of this new Epsilon variant. Okay, we won't go. Okay. Sorry, I mentioned it.
Don't bring that up.
I'm sorry. I want to do South Africa.
I'd love to.
Just go. Don't let all this bollocks put you on.
We were saying this earlier. We were saying this earlier about the whole news thing, and we just stopped reading the news.
Do not watch the news.
Yeah, just forget it.
Because you want to do it, do it. If you can get a flight there and you can jump over whatever hoops are in your way in order for you to do it.
Anyone spotted the phallic thing in the background?
Yeah,
that's Bruce you're talking about. That's unbelievable. I'm sorry.
Hang on.
From the back of his head. From the back, it looks like a penis.
Fancy saying that. Mark has got to go. He says sorry. Oh, see you, Mark.
See you, Mark.
That's outrageous, isn't it?
Thanks for joining us.
I can't believe you've gone.
Fancy going. Terrible.
He's probably left about 23 questions.
All this effort we're putting in. All the organisation, the planning.
If you left 23 questions and the one that gets read out is the one where you leave it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Who is the hardest manufacturer to get bikes from? Donald McClellan.
Oh, I think we can all agree on that. And it needs to be K.
Yeah.
And Yamaha. Well,
Kawasaki,
Yamaha, Ducati.
Yamaha are good.
They never ever reply.
Yamaha are good. Ducati are good.
No, I never get any replies off them.
Yeah, why is that?
What, Kawasaki?
Yeah.
They just haven't woken up to social media. I don't know why.
I think their press department are in with the old print journals who are now into like Bennett's and everybody like that. So I think
it's interesting, isn't it? Because there is, I don't know, you may not spot this as viewers, but there is a rivalry between ex-journos and YouTubers. They
massive,
generally hate us.
Massive.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame because some of them are nice guys, aren't they?
Yeah.
Some are not.
I've tried to get them on my podcast and
not interested.
Just pretty
It's
much
strange,
laugh
isn't
and
it?
say no thanks. It's not my cup of tea.
It's because they're pros and we're not.
Good evening, Craig. Thank you very much, pal. Craig Davis.
Somebody say
Evening, Mr. Vida, from your very own moderator. Thanks for looking after everything, pal. Appreciate it.
Bib the Builder, first bike after passing your
Oh,
test.
that's a good question, Bib.
G6R600.
For you, that's quite a nice one.
What was that?
First bike after passing your test.
Gixxer 600.
VFR 800. And I've still got it.
Yeah, that's
Really? That's your first bike?
Yep.
After passing your test, did you have something before that or not? Was that?
Nope, that was my first bike.
What did you have?
First.
What did you have, John?
TMF
First road
250 was my first after passing the test. Two stroke.
No idea
That
what
was
those
a big,
is.
that was a
That
big bike in 1892.
I remember seeing a TZR, a mate of, well, not a mate of mine, my mate's older brother, had the TZR 125 when it came out, and I thought, oh my God, that is like the best thing I've ever seen.
Right.
You know, I've been a 10-year-old or something.
What sort of bike is it then?
It's a two-stroke sports bike. 250, two-stroke, two-pop.
People love it.
I would love to
It'd
ride
be
one
worth
of
a
them.
fortune now.
I would love to ride one of them.
What I didn't notice when I bought it was the frame was all sort of been. They meant to have like a little groove out the frame, that goes down the frame.
Right.
Well, mine didn't. It was just all smooth, and I didn't really notice when I took the bike. I bought it all,
Yeah.
and it turns out it was full of filler
Oh,
on this little channel which runs down the frame.
Oh, crap.
And I was like, oh dear, that's
not
probably
good, is it?
not particularly good. And I don't know why it was ever like, but then I thought I better sell this quite quickly.
Can I just put in a housekeeping note? It's 9:10-ish. We've been on an hour and 10 minutes.
wow.
What long do you want to go on for? And how long do you want us to go on for?
An hour and 10 minutes?
Yeah, I know.
Do two and then that's it.
Two 2 hours?
2 hours.
Or 2 questions?
2 hours.
2 more questions.
What do you think? And does anyone want any snackage?
Well, we've only
I
answered
could
2
call
questions
the
in an hour, so
nice
those 2
waitress
questions would be
lady.
all right.
Shall I call the waitress
I
lady? See if
don't
we
need
can get
it.
some
I'm
snacks?
still full on fish and
Yeah,
chips.
no, I'm all right.
What, not lightweights?
You tell us,
This is-
what do you
this-
want? Do you want us to go the full 2 hours or have you had enough or tell us?
We'll look at some comments now, so tell us now and we'll look at the comments. Right, we're watching now.
going.
We're watching.
I don't plan on going anywhere just yet anyway.
Top up.
1 hour and 12 minutes, please.
If you had 10,000 to spend on a bike, new or second hand, what would it be? Dean Taylor.
Keep going for another
If you
hour.
had 10
Oh,
G's to spend on a new
somebody from
or
South
old
Africa.
bike.
New bike,
would it be?
GSXS 1000. Bosh.
What if it wasn't new though? What if just 10 grand to spend? Would you get a new bike or would you get?
I'd always get a new because you get the warranty with it. Modern warranty.
Bit of a lack of trust in.
Well, if it depends. If you're going to use a bike, for 3 months of the year in the summer to and from the calf, then okay, you don't need it. But if you're going to use a bike every single day, you're riding in all Wales, I want a warranty with it personally.
Yeah.
So
What did you have then, Rich? 10 grand, we're talking.
10 grand.
Okay, yeah.
Difficult.
I'll be tempted with a new Kawasaki Z650 RS.
Would you?
I'm tempted. I like the look of that.
I do love the retro.
It's a shame it's a twin. I would like to have been a 4-cylinder.
would you?
Yeah, I think it would have been great.
Oh, much
Like the
I like
900 RS,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
was a lovely bike. But this new 650, which I haven't ridden yet, but it's green and gold, so I love it. But
Anyway.
What, Rich? You've got a funny look at your face.
I'm just reading comments. I'm trying to filter everything that's going off around me while I'm still absorbing all these comments.
Yeah.
Someone's just written. So I think it's an answer to the question, how long do you want us to go on for?
Yeah.
It's just put midnight and have a pillow fight.
Thank you.
Excellent. I didn't get another beer, did
Notice that wasn't a no.
We used to listening to Richie waffle on, so you might as well keep going.
Yes, I wouldn't mind one of
Another
those.
beer? She didn't do a job for that, did she? I'm going to have to get that waitress lady.
Did you need a bell?
Excuse me, lady.
I find it very difficult to look at the camera when I'm reading all these comments.
It's really hard.
It's very
really hard.
It's difficult, isn't it?
I might have to go. Oh, I can hear a door go. I can hear footsteps from
that's a pan
from the west wing. I can hear a footstep. Hello, my agent. Hello, a very important lady. I didn't get another beer when I just asked for one, so that's a bit of a black mark.
You didn't.
No, I said I did want one.
No, you didn't.
I said I did want one.
You didn't.
I want one. Can I have a beer, please?
No.
And Bruce wants one, I think.
I would love one,
Bruce.
please.
Anyone else?
Please,
You're
thank you
very
very much.
welcome to have a beer.
Thank you very
He's
much.
a cheeky young chappy and deserves a
Because he's in
slap.
front of all his friends. That's why.
He's just full
You're
of...
showing off for the camera.
Yeah, it's hot air and bluster.
Regardless, number one, can you tell them, have I ever burped in my life?
Is that true? He can't burp. We know it comes out the other end. But any burp.
Questionable in my opinion.
Questionable.
Just go and get the beer. Thank you very much. Thank you.
John, would you like
I'm
anything
fine,
soft
actually. I've
drink?
still got a soft drink on the go. Thank you
Richie?
very much. It's called the Bud Light.
He needs one.
Jesus wept.
Oi, language. You can't get the stuff.
I was just
Off
about
you
to
go,
say-
waiter lady.
see-
Off
see-
you go. You've outstayed your welcome. Thank you.
I was just about to say I'm actually all right at the moment, but then I thought
It could
I
be a
might be
long
letting
time.
you down by saying that. So
Be a long time for you.
So then, when I was about to say yes, okay, then you went, Jesus, wept. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, I didn't see. There's a question that's come in. I didn't catch who it was from. I'm really sorry, but it says if the four of us are set adrift on a raft, which one gets pushed in first and why?
And Bruce survives. Because he's been nice to me all evening.
We need to think about
Actually,
that.
you two haven't been horrible either.
No,
He's
we haven't.
been-
I'm going to say, what have we done?
He's been rotten.
Oh, look, you appeared then.
You married him
And yourself to blame.
It's always questionable. He's my first husband.
first.
She's pinching my lines now. Anyway, my angel cake, could you get us another beer, please? Thank you very much. I get so many comments. I get a lot of comments about how rudely I treat her.
We see what he's like off camera.
It's
Miss
incredible.
Carol, sorry, Carol.
Bob, waitress lady needs to step in.
Anyway, let's hope she gets me a beer this time. I can't believe she assumed I didn't want one. That's outrageous. Anyway, right. Well, TMF is getting a husband beating. Mrs. Flyer definitely wears the pants, which is ironic, really. Moving on. Where is Andy Mancam? This is not complete. Well,
Germany.
Germany, yeah.
We asked him. We didn't really, but we
This is the
assumed
thing.
you wouldn't come, Andy. But
I know we said we need to go on a trip. We need to go and see those two boys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, once you Sean and
Yeah, because Sean's built himself that cool bar. in his
Have you
theory.
seen it? It's got Sky TV
Me
and
and
everything.
Andy can play all night for everybody. Be brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Drink out of his bar. Perfect.
have I got?
Thank you very much.
There was 1,000 people.
949 at the moment. Look.
Have they got nothing better to do on a Friday night?
You're losing us valuable viewers.
Richie, do you want...
Bear with us, folks.
Look, you've just put one on the table.
Oh, that was
I haven't
Andy's.
got one.
I'm like, she's trying to get me drunk.
Apologies. Can I just
There's a question.
a little bit of housekeeping? I must just apologise if this is coming across as somewhat of an uncontrolled rabble. It's not something that we're used to here on the Messenden Flyer. This is more
TMF is punching.
Well
Absolutely.
done, well done, Mark.
I really need to not let her on camera again.
How the hell are you, boys? Great to see the village people back together again. We're great, mate. More importantly, how are you?
Yeah. How are you after you're off? He did it though, didn't he? He did do it.
He did it, yeah.
He went up to
John O'Groats and back to Lancashire. Lancashire and back in 24 hours.
On a
Less than
monkey
24
bike.
hours? On a monkey bike.
Yeah.
Why is the
And
question?
ended up in hospital because he,
What?
on his way up, something got tangled. He can't remember any of it.
What? His scrotum got tangled.
Probably
That does
better
happen.
knowing
That
him,
does
yeah.
happen.
No,
Did I tell you about my mate who had a scrotum entanglement?
You have.
Let's-
You have.
yeah,
You have.
yeah.
Yeah.
But let's just go back on
for another time.
Let's just go back on to Captain Pugwash a minute. We'll talk about your mate in a bit.
No, we don't need to. He won't thank me.
A strap of his bag got caught in the wheel, threw him off the bike on a dark country lane somewhere,
Right.
and a member of the public found him.
Right.
Bike was in a hedge. He was
Yeah.
passed out.
Yeah. Whoa! Somebody's putting us some money! Yeah!
I
told you this was
Our fish and chips covered.
That's $2
But anyway, Andy, Captain Pugwash.
Sylvan Forge.
Hope you're all right, my friend.
Very kind of you, thank you. I forgot that was even the thing. So that's good, isn't it? Brilliant. Unfortunately, I think I've got monetisation turned off, so I don't know if we ever see that. But anyway, but the thought was there, so thank you very much. What else have we got coming in? I think in a fist fight, Carol has TMF lit. Yeah, there's no doubt.
No question.
I know that. What else have we got? Like I said, you can tell you're in TMF Towers, Estrella Dam and not Bruce's cheap beer. Actually, it was free beer, actually. You brought some in, didn't you? Which we imbibed.
Brewdog.
Yeah.
Yes. I like Brewdog.
We finished that off earlier. He gets given it for free. Apparently, people give Bruce stuff for free.
Yeah,
it just turns up.
It's not Brewdog, it's actual people that follow the channel, so thank you very much.
Yeah.
They Amazon it.
Oh, so it's not Brewdog, it's...
I love Rolex watches.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
just saying. All right, what else we got?
I love cheap European... No, I'm not going to say.
Did any of you guys ride the Honda Rune?
Never.
I don't think we ever had that here. That must be a Johnny Foreigner job, so I apologise.
Yeah, what is that? Like, what engine? What is it?
Rune, I don't know.
Never heard of
Sounds
that.
like something out of the
I'm not
Hobbit.
familiar with that at all.
Rune. Red Bull or something.
We want Carol. Steve Bridges, we want Carol.
I did. Well, no, I said to keep out, didn't I? Sorry, maybe. There will be more videos coming of her. And in fact, if you go into the NEC, she's going to be on the stands with me. So chat to her rather than me.
Nick Hidner, who would be the quickest around the Nürburgring?
Yeah, John, no doubt about that.
Without
You're
question.
quick now. Definitely, yeah. I think
Bruce would be
quite
far behind, but might fall off.
I think we used to be quite evenly matched, but you're definitely quicker now. Yeah.
I would like to do it to say I've done it, but I'm pretty scared of doing it.
I would really like to do Nürburgring. That could be
You
a
never
trip we
been?
could do. No, I've never been.
Again, I said do that. Let's take
I'd
1,
love
2,
to- I'd
5.
love to
Can I
do
take
it.
your car?
Well, yeah, you could do.
Can if you
could
want.
do, yeah.
As
You
long
could
as
be in
you
the
go.
car. You could be in the car. We could be on the bike.
We could do a
and
car
have
v
a
bike
walk.
round the
Nürburgring. That's it. Sorted.
It's done. Let's do it.
Done.
Oh, I like the sound of
And
that.
we'll see Andy Mancam and Sean when we're over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be
you
a
might be onto
entire
something
trip. Yeah,
there.
see them too,
That'd
definitely.
be good, but I don't want to go on my own. You're going to come in the car with me. We'll do it in the car. You can
Why?
do it.
Why can't you drive?
Well, I can drive it. I'm happy to drive. I don't want to be in that.
He likes to be in the back. He likes to be chauffeured.
You can wear your cap and drive.
That is a good
push.
I do like the sound of that. And also, you could do that in probably a long weekend.
Cam Craig has just paid for another round. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you. This is
I need to start doing live
Let's start a bell wave of these now. This is good. Okay, what else have we got coming on?
Only because you know what's going to happen if we get really drunk.
There's another one.
Adventure bike pilot Richie, fire Martin, and next year I'll map your Irish roots so I don't have to scream at the telly that you missed an epic point. Martin will not like that.
What else we got?
I appreciate that.
What do you guys think of the new Tiger 1200? Well, we haven't really seen it, have we?
No,
What do you think of the way that Triumph are doing this these days by drip feeding us these test mule pictures?
I don't like seeing the squiggly. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not.
The whole point of them being dressed like that is so you can't understand what it is.
Exactly.
So why?
They're obviously trying to.
Purpose, isn't
They're
it?
obviously trying to build anticipation and let people know
they're
they're
really on their game with the PR, the Triumph guys.
Constant stuff.
You want, but even like lending them out to people like us, and
You have to hand it to them. They do. Triumph probably out of all the manufacturers.
Yeah,
They are.
Absolutely understand how.
Yeah, they're on it definitely.
They've embraced
Very good,
the
very
new
good.
digital sort of age.
They've got excellent stuff. I mean, they do it via a third-party PR agency, and they are top-notch, aren't they? Very good. So,
very good.
Well done, the Triumph PR people.
So, someone just counter answered the question about who would be the quickest round the Nürburg. Picos Paul, username Kate would be quicker by far.
Probably.
well, we'll have to come along there. She's quick now.
Someone said that username Kate had commented, but we didn't see it. So if you're still here, username Kate, hi.
I think
Wow,
Flirt
we got
another
a
comment
female
up if you
viewer. This is brilliant. Is that a YouTube, a proper one?
This
we
is
need to
actually.
get username Kate and Lara Moto. If we do Nürburgring, we need to get those two to come.
Oh, well, this could be embarrassing.
I think we'll get our arses handed to us. But
Oh yeah,
it'll be
massively.
good.
So when you use
Depends if you're not being spanked by a woman.
what the reference is there when we did the Brontingthorpe thing. So Gaz is flying around the racetrack
Yep.
on the GSXS 1000RR.
Right.
Username Kate splashed past him like
On a
he was stood
moped.
still on a V-Strom.
Yeah. Right, moving on. Okay. Love to see you guys ride around the new... Oh, that was the one we just saw.
Username Kate. Hi, Kate. Yeah, she's here. She's still here.
Thank you for watching. That's amazing. I didn't realise you would even come to my channel. That's brilliant. That's the
It's not for you.
GSX orgasms on here. That was brilliant.
Doubled your female.
That's unbelievable.
This is actually an ongoing joke between us all.
It's not a joke, Rich. Come on, check the stats. All right, here we go then.
This is
Stats time.
This is something that we do all the time.
This is the YouTube studio, gives you stats on your viewers, how many female viewers you've got on your channels and all that.
Analytics.
You've got to go to analytics, and we always have a joke to say who's got the most amount of female viewers on their channel. Which is bad.
Bruce, what percentage female viewers has Bruce got?
Bear in mind, mine's normally reasonably high.
It's not.
Well, it's normally in the higher bottom of
trying to find
rubbish.
It is. It's normally like 3.7%.
That high, 3.7%.
Do you know what mine is? The last 28 days.
Go on, tell me.
0%.
Wait, how do you find it again?
I can't find it.
They're saying they can't find it.
Overview.
Go on analytics, and then audience.
And then scroll down.
Scroll down beneath.
Oh yeah, female opposite.
Audience.
What do you got?
Where are you looking, Bruce?
I can't believe it.
Is it better than 3%?
Audience.
Yes. My female.
This is unbelievable. What's going on?
I can't believe this.
More than 3%?
Yes, it is.
More than
What's
3.
yours?
Mine is 3.5%.
That's pretty good.
That's normally quite.
Careful of the language, Rich.
I've gone up to 3.1%.
Woo! Do you want to know what I've got?
Go on.
4.1. There it is, boys.
That's the highest it's ever been.
And all that's down to Mrs. Flyer watching all your videos, though, isn't it? Mrs. Flyer's watching.
I imagine they're all really hot totty as well. Probably wearing stockings and high heels most of the time.
Muscle bike. Chopsy, where did you learn to wheelie?
Just on the supermotos, really. On private roads, obviously.
I'm
Not on
just
public
gonna add
roads.
that,
I
yeah.
wouldn't do
Goodness
that.
that.
But private roads, yeah. It's just
Do we
practice.
Do we think wheeling is a good thing? Do we think,
Absolutely.
No,
do we think getting on knee down is a good thing?
Yeah.
Do we think not having chicken strips is a good thing? Discuss.
Wheelies.
I thought about making a video.
If you can wheelie, you can control a bike.
We should do a joint video.
It's all
But it's all about where you wheelie.
Can you wheelie it then?
Not on command. Not on command.
Getting quite good.
Yeah, I can, but unintentionally.
Yeah. I mean,
Out of control.
I'd say I'm probably
It never
about
ends well.
60% of the time I might get the front up a little bit.
But what about the wheeling?
No, in that case, it's about 5%.
Next
We got
collaboration.
9%. So
Dave Rose, next collaboration. Chops, Vida and Teapot teach TMF how to wheelie.
That would be good if we could find an airfield or something.
the trouble is, I might be able to find an airfield. My shoulder, I've got arthritis. So anything involving.
I've got arthritis in both ankles and one of my hips.
You don't pull on the bars, really. So it's all technique.
You got a GS. Just turn off traction control on that and crack open.
Can I do it on the Goldwyn?
You can wheelie a Goldwyn.
What else have we got that could do that? Me trumps.
Have you not got your little wee TRF?
I sold that.
It's gone.
In fact, one of my mates had just bought it.
Has he?
Your bike, yeah.
Really? Can I have that? I
Actually,
kind of miss
right.
it. I kind of miss it. How much did he pay for it?
No idea.
Find out how much he
Nicholas.
paid.
It's your old bike, yeah.
Mark
You've got
Nicholas,
room
not
for it.
wearing out your front tyre is good for the environment. I'm into that, bro. Yes. Absolutely.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, so we just recently did the Honda Adventure Centre.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, recently, we're in the summer, but the video's only just gone out. And the amount of stuff they teach you down there, you know, when you think you know what you're doing, well,
What, did you think you knew what you were doing?
I like
I've seen
riding
your videos,
off
mate.
road, and I love riding off road. But it was literally, you know, started from. This is how it started. You get off your bike, you're walking with it, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
walking with your bike,
Yeah.
turn your bike round.
What's this?
The Honda Adventure Centre.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
basically teaching you how to
What
ride
bike
off
were you
road.
on?
The Africa Twins.
Just thought I'd throw it in. Was that you?
What have I done?
It did sound like someone did, but I don't know.
Sorry,
Well, my
folks.
point was the
Apologise for
wheelie
them.
and things. So the I like a little wheelie every now and then.
Do you?
By the end of the weekend,
Little wheel.
a wheelie.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said something
By
else.
the end of that weekend, I could wheelie stood up,
Really?
and I've never ever done that before ever.
Right. Yeah, I can do that. I just can't land.
But I mean, that's my point. You know, the tuition thing's brilliant. Isn't it?
Yeah. Well, big deal. You can wheelie. Who cares? Right, moving on. Get MSF onto ORS with his 1250 GS. What the hell is that about? I have no idea what you're talking about, but thanks for the comment.
Adventure bike pilot. Richie loved your Honda off-road episodes. Thank you very much. I'm doing BMW off-road next year.
What?
Did you find the Honda course terrifying at any point?
Yes.
No.
Particularly coughing.
We would, don't we?
But the BMW one is supposedly excellent.
Is it? I'm sure they're all good. Have you done the KTM one?
No, I've not done any.
You've done the KTM one, didn't you?
What, the adventure?
Yeah, you did that, didn't you?
Not on the adventure bike. So I've done the enduro.
Triumph have got a place in Spain, haven't they?
Yeah,
they have.
Yes,
I've
yeah,
done the
press
Triumph
racing on it,
adventure
yeah.
one as well off-road. Yeah,
Was that good?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I wish I could. I'm not making excuses. But
You are making.
Oh look! I think someone's picked up on. Yeah, that's the Honda
all,
off-road
you
thing.
just
I think someone's picked up on your little bit of a cold
Cough.
chops.
It is a cold.
Someone's
We've all COVID
Jamie
tested.
Newman, COVID chops.
We've all COVIDed, checked before we arrived.
we have actually.
yes,
The
we wanted to kiss and cuddle, see, so
the
we did a
nice
test.
waitress lady was very strict about making sure we all had COVID tests. And then she realised herself 5 minutes before we turned up that she hadn't had one. We put that right, and we're all negative. Not even with the Omicron, Epsilon. We're not mentioning that. What else we got then?
Ryan Fortnine is a great channel. Anthony Stanley.
Yeah,
Yes, it
very
is
good.
very good.
You got a chat to him, didn't you?
Yeah, you got a video about
What
that,
is-
didn't you?
Ryan Fortnite.
Yes. Oh, great. Yeah, that is a great channel.
Yeah, it is a great.
He doesn't do much. I mean, I haven't seen any videos from him for a little while. I mean, he does maybe one every 3 weeks or something. But you know, when
They
one
are
of his
good.
pops
It's
up,
full on production. I love that. Yeah.
and also the fact
So
that it's
polished.
a commercial outfit. I mean, you don't get that feeling from it, do you? Unlike, and I don't want to slag any channels off, so here I go about to do it. But I mean, in some cases, I mean, Bennett's, for example, I don't think. I mean, when I watch their stuff, I sometimes am aware that it's at the end of the day, it's Bennett's that are funding it. I mean, they don't. It's not like they're pushing insurance and stuff, so that's fine. But it sort of feels like it's not genuine. I'm not sure how I'm putting this, but with Fortnite, it feels somehow personal, doesn't it? And like
Telling you.
yeah, it's really it's a top channel. There's nothing else really quite like that, is there?
No.
Do you watch? Who's the guy in LA, the Brit that does the stuff?
Jamie.
Yeah, what's his channel called? That's a good one as well. Moto Geo.
Moto Geo.
Many people watch
I
that.
used to. I haven't watched it in a long time, but that's mostly because I find I haven't got time to sit and watch vids anymore.
I have that problem.
To be honest,
we talked about this earlier, weren't we? But yeah, Moto Geo. If you haven't watched that,
I
that's
do
a good
like
one.
his stuff.
Another one actually that
Again, another one tried to get on the podcast. Cheers, Jamie.
Did you not?
Never replied.
Oh, that's a shame. Another brilliant channel that I've recently got into. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of this. Freddie Dobbs. Have you come across him?
No.
It's a bike one.
It's brilliant. He's such a nice guy. He originally was living down sort of London, Kent way, and rides a Triumph Bonneville and was just doing like coffee shops, bike shed. He's a really cool dude. He's about, I'm guessing, and if you're watching Freddie, I apologise for getting your age wrong, but sort of 30-ish. And he does really nice production stuff. You'd appreciate it. He does it with his I assume girlfriend, fiance Monica. She does the camera work and editing, and he does the bike stuff. He's just a really nice guy. Anyway, they recently moved to Tenerife. And are now doing videos out there. Really, really good. I think he's an up-and-coming YouTuber that's going to go fast. So check him out. Freddie Dobbs. Tell him that I sent you.
Freddie Dobbs.
He's very good. Yeah. Him, and then the other one that I'm a big fan of, which I've mentioned before, Wheelie Good TV.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Dave is excellent. If
Love
you've watched his channel at all, Irish. Well, he's not Irish guy actually. He's a Geordie lad, but he lives in Ireland. He's got a GS. He's got a Royal Enfield. He's got a Aprilia RS660.
Yeah.
What else has he got?
And he's a cameraman for the BBC.
He's a
I think.
BBC cameraman. So, embarrassingly, when I first stumbled across his channel, I thought this is really good. So I wrote to him and said, "Oh, your channel's brilliant. Your camera work is amazing." and he wrote back and said, "Well, I've been a BBC cameraman for the last 25 years."
It should be.
Okay. So yeah. But yeah, big shout out for Really Good TV. If you've not watched that one, go and check him out. Any other good channels that while we're talking about other channels?
What do you all think of? I personally love it. $1 Million Bogan.
Yeah, I like his vids.
Don't watch it.
I like his vids.
Have you not seen it?
Subscribe.
I have.
Subscribes to my channel, by the way. Yeah, he does apparently. Yeah.
Wow.
Pop
Incredible.
I like his vids.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I like his vids.
He's so on the edge of
Speaks his mind.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't play the corporate game, which I detest when people do that. Yeah, love
Says
it.
Mr. Kalimoto. Oh, sorry, I do apologise.
Because I believe in
Oh, I
the
take
product.
that back immediately. I'm sorry.
Because I believe in the product.
Fair enough.
I used it well before they came on board as a sponsor.
Who else? But the other guy that doesn't do much anymore, Casey Neistat, he was excellent, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
He's a
he
general
basically
YouTuber.
took over, didn't he? Took control of YouTube and then
Although
he got his big
he's gonna
payday.
go back
right
to New York, I think.
Yeah.
I can see
You
him.
think so? Because they moved to LA, didn't they?
I like
I
a
can see
bit
it
of
vibe.
Colin Furze.
Oh, Colin Furze. He's fantastic, isn't he? What a
That engineering, he's incredible.
If you don't watch
What
Colin
he does.
Furze, you've got to do yourself a favour. I mean, he's got millions of subscribers,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
11 million or something.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy that builds
He's
stuff.
building
Yeah,
a tunnel
he's
on
building a
his
tunnel,
house, and he's doing a tunnel between
That
his
is good.
bunker
That
and
is
stuff.
good.
He's a top guy. Yeah,
I like
really
David
nice.
Manning. He's another sort of technical YouTuber. Does a lot of kit reviews. He's good. David Manning.
Right. I don't mind. You say you don't have much time to watch this stuff. That's quite a lot, isn't it? I watch very few actually.
I'm saying that, but I might watch one of their vids a month. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch all your
sometimes.
stuff. Dipping out, to be honest.
I genuinely.
It's the time, isn't it?
It's time. It's time.
All the other time,
Yeah.
the time you have, you're editing or
Exactly.
I feel quite bad sometimes because I'm constantly glued to editing, and when it's only when something's rendering that I then have a chance to sit. You can't do any more work, so I just sit.
How much TV do you watch compared to YouTube? Proportionally.
Wow, percentage wise, no, nowhere near.
I only watch TV at dinner time, so like between 6 and 7, or 7 and 8.
Mine's probably less than 10%.
Well, what about you, John?
I tend to sit and watch telly with the missus in the evening. So,
fair enough.
Yeah, but I
Old school.
I do my sort of. I like a nice long soak in the bath in an evening.
Yeah, a little sleep. You've got a job to
watch
do.
all my YouTube stuff in the either on the loo in the bath.
You are really quick at editing. I can't believe how quick you churn stuff out.
To your production level as well.
When we film stuff, literally, it's like the end of the next day. You've got stuff to show. It's not a full
and it's
thing.
not just a thrown together.
No, I'm like, how the hell have you done that so quick?
It's like that bike v plane thing we did. I had a comment only 2 days ago that wrote to me and said, "Oh, brilliant editing on this video. You've really upped it." And I wrote back and said, "I can't take any credit. It was all Chops' work." And that was done, turned around about 2 days flat. That was complicated.
Someone said that to me the other day about the picture of this tonight's show, if you like.
Yeah.
Great, mate, you must have been laughing your head off when you did that, and I went, I am not guilty.
Bruce. I thought it was you that did it.
No.
Sorry, Bruce. Credit was you. That's a great picture that was. Anyway, any more questions coming? What have we got?
My phone.
And Itchy Boots. How could I forget Itchy? Oh, yeah. With Del Boy's Garage always. I'm a big Del Boy fan.
Plymouth Jan has just put X-Amster's a good channel.
What's that?
I've no idea. Look, we're losing people. 883. We're going to have to call it a day soon. They're dropping off. They've had enough. What else have we got? I've not watched broadcast TV since March 2020, says Fentor. Good man. I think for me, I watch 80% YouTube, 20% TV. Very little TV.
Yeah.
Only live, like news, which I must stop doing, or sport, which I don't really do. So, yeah. The odd box set. I've just got into The Crown a bit late, which is really good. Yeah, a bit sad, isn't it? How old have I got? I may look a lot younger than these, but I'm way older.
Mick de Greek.
Yep.
A Brit, a blonde, a bike, super channel.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
good. Have
I
you watched
agree.
that?
I've missed those guys. You know,
they haven't posted much,
they're
have they?
down in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So we're on
They came to your
polar opposites.
I'm gutted that I missed that, because that would have been my one chance to meet those guys.
They're lovely. They're lovely.
They are good. Yeah.
But yeah, I miss them. You know, when it's summer and we're busy doing our thing,
Yeah.
and they're obviously in the deepest, darkest winter.
It's not that deep and dark, though, is it, to be fair?
Not really, is it? He sent me a video the other day. Obviously, it's getting to their summer now, and he's like, "Hey, mate, I'm just on my way to work. I just thought I'd show you this." And he pulled up in a little lay-by.
Yeah.
Just looked like a street. He's obviously doing it on purpose with the camera. Just looked like a street, turning around and bosh. Just this massive lake and these snow-topped mountains. Oh, my
I'm going
God.
off him. I'm going right off him.
So and he just put like, "Have a good day, pal. Have a good day at work."
Good day from Queensland, Australia, says Sean Armstrong.
Hey,
Hey,
Sean.
good day. How's things going in Australia? We've not heard much from down
Don't
there.
ask.
Is it not good?
Nigel Fisher from Australia as well, Brisbane.
Brilliant. Brizzy. Excellent. I love a bit of Aussie work. Who else we got? Best bike you've owned, says Jack. That's a good question. Best bike you've owned.
Not asking Bruce, is it? You don't ask him.
No. You're out of this one.
No. Best bike I've owned would be the Gixxer Thou that I took on the world trip.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Absolutely, yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah. Okay, I think we know yours, Rick.
No, I'm going to say without me saying the VFR, I would say the KX125 crosser that taught me how to ride properly.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, that I'd gone from the Cub
Yep.
to a KX125.
Yeah.
So from off a little ped, if you like, to a crosser, and it blew my mind. I couldn't believe at that age that something could be that fast. After learning to ride on a Cub, that's like fantastic.
Incredible.
But then jumping on a crosser that's not much bigger in terms of capacity.
Yeah, but it's still actually
thinking, holy shit, this is unbelievable. Like
It's
wheeling in every gear, like
when you first get on bigger bikes, it's like, oh my word, the power in this thing.
KX125,
and now we'll ride like 1,200 sports bikes, but
But
big
you do
bikes.
get used to it. I noticed it, like, I started doing quite a lot of the little 125 sort of bikes.
Yeah.
And you spend a week or two on one of them.
Yeah.
And then
when
you jump, I jumped back on the GS and I nearly put it through the garage wall. I just touched the throttle.
You know, I've got a Sinis terrain video coming out soon.
Yeah.
And when I first had it,
the 125?
The 125, yeah. I pulled up to a junction.
Love
and then
those.
And saw me gap in the traffic. Like, yeah, we'll go out. Lorry come in. Like,
Just get off and push it.
oh my god, scared me to death.
So, John, favourite bike you've owned?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I reckon Super Duke R.
That was good. But if I had to have one, let's say the one I'd have back, the one I'd like now, which I've sold, would probably be one of those. Like I said, the TZR 250. I used to have a KR1 and the KR1S as well. I'd like one of those back.
Yeah.
I'd really like to do a little restoration on an old two-stroke like that, but they're just so much money now.
What about the blade that sort of made the channel?
That was
fed up with that one.
Yeah, not enough of that really. I wouldn't really want that back. Yeah.
Fair enough.
For one.
As everything was done to that, but I fancy an old KR1, KR1S, two-stroke, bit of restoration project.
Yeah.
What I'd really love is an RD500 or a RG500 two-stroke, but they're just like
I can't really answer that because I don't go back that long. I only really know bikes from sort of 10 years ago when I started riding this time round, and most of the bikes that I've loved I've still got. Well, all of them. So, I mean, I've only sold 3 bikes, which was my... I never answered the question earlier, actually. My first bike after passing my test was a Yamaha Diversion 600. You remember those? Yeah, that was quite a nice bike. Actually, it's the first big bike.
Diversion,
So that one went. I don't miss it. I mean, it did serve its purpose, but I wouldn't want it back.
If you had to get rid of one of your bikes, what would it be?
Now?
Yeah.
Blimey, that is a tricky one. Because I think that's all the time. Because I see the Street Fighter and think I'd really like one of those.
Yeah.
And I'd like to find space in the garage. And there are these touring bikes now. I'm thinking they're good. I just don't. It's difficult. I mean, I reluctantly got rid of my CRF because I need room for the Goldwing.
Yeah. Now you went
quite
back.
a lot more room. Yeah. And I'm thinking, I should have kept that. So I just don't know. I think it's really hard. I mean, if I got the Street Fighter, then maybe Panigale would go, but I'd be gutted because that looks such a lovely bike.
Yeah, it does look good.
But I mean, I took it for its MOT a couple of weeks ago, and you know what the MOT certificate tells you how many miles you've done, doesn't it? And I asked Nigel, the guy that was doing the MOT, how many miles have I done? I've done like 230 or something. Most of those go to the MOT station and back for the service. And I thought, is it really worth me keeping this? But every time I walk through the garage and I see it there on my way to my GS, I think, oh, that's a lovely bike, and then I jump on the GS.
Yeah.
So yeah, tricky one.
Adventure Pilot there, if you want to pick up on that, Andy.
Go for it. What's he saying?
TMF, your Scotland trip inspired me to do the NC500. Quite possibly the best road trip I've ever done. Cheers, mate. Love your channels and appreciate the work you all put together. Cheers, lads. And a nice tip for the B jar.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
for the thingy lady.
Isn't it? Yeah, the nice waitress lady. She didn't have a French maid's outfit on, did she?
I hope she has it on display later on.
So it's great when people say that. Isn't that great though? When they say you inspired me to... I quite often get people saying you inspired me to buy such and such.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a bike I didn't particularly like, which is a little bit worrying. But it's fantastic when you hear that, isn't it? You inspired me to start riding away. Or you get people that say, I don't ride,
it's amazing.
but I watch your videos. It's brilliant. So thank you for that.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Fitchy, you guys heading to Toro again? I know Lyndon was up for it. Yes, hopefully. We've not got anything actually cemented yet.
We're trying to arrange a date, basically. It's if Lyndon's watching, we're waiting for you to confirm a date. And do it soon, because the diary's getting... Oh, did you?
I spoke to him yesterday.
Right.
And he was asking, are we on for the last date that he put up?
Right.
Can you remember what it was? Because I can't.
I can't remember, but whatever we
I've
said.
got my little wild bad
we'll discuss it
cowboy team booked.
So we will get out there.
It's happening, but we just don't know exactly when.
It'll probably be sort of February-ish time we go.
It's not
February-ish.
Rich, any more questions you can read for us, mate?
Vida inspired me to start riding and buy my Suzuki SV650X.
Wow.
Great bike.
Yeah.
Great bike.
Yeah, they are quite nice, actually, yeah.
Nice bike, the SV.
What else have we got here coming up? Successor to the VFR, says Philip. Is that the...
Successor? No. It's never going to... It's going to stay there, isn't it?
Okay. You're going to be buried with that, you said, didn't you?
Sorry? Yes.
Sorry.
It'll
See,
be
in normal life, I would have burped then if I could. That's what I really do. I could feel... No, I don't have to suppress it. It just wouldn't come out. I would love to... When people do that big burp thing, they speak while... It just looks fantastic. I'd love to do that.
Back on two wheels. Can you four do a live at ABR Festival? If they'd have us, yes.
Well, I'm going. I'm already booked. If you're going to the ABR... I'm there. I'm sure they'll have you.
Moto UK is asking, what's your thoughts on Yamaha not doing the NEC?
Are they not?
No,
wow. BMW don't do them either, do they?
What?
Apparently
BMW
don't
got one of the biggest stands there.
I might be talking rubbish. I thought BMW and there's another big manufacturer don't do shows anymore.
Wow. I was looking at the... You know what I was saying about the... I've been sent
BMW are there, are they?
BMW and...
Is Ducati there?
Yeah, Scotty's there.
Right, okay.
Scotty's there.
Because
They
I
have a
heard
massive
I
stand.
know Yamaha's not there, but
BMW and Honda have both got
Right, okay.
hugely massive stands compared to everything else.
I can't. I don't get the logic. Why? I mean,
it's
Why would you
expensive.
not?
It's
because
actually
it's going to be busy. I think it's going to be a very popular
Kate,
event.
username Kate, BMW will be there, yeah. They've got one of the biggest stands there.
Just good.
why is Yamaha not there? That's unbelievable. I just wonder what Yamaha are doing with their marketing. I don't mean to criticise, but
Yeah, but then do they need to? Because
maybe not.
Yamaha's just nailed everything, haven't they? They've just won
Maybe.
World Supers. That was Yamaha, wasn't it, this year?
yeah.
Moto America, I think that was Yamaha. BSB, I think that was Yamaha. They've cleaned up in the race series.
maybe they don't need to. Well,
So-
they spent all their money on race bikes.
Maybe, but I mean,
Wow, fancy that. I was looking forward to seeing some of those new Yamahas. That's a bit of a shame.
Yamaha.
Wow. Okay, what else have we got coming up on here? Rich, can you read it? Because my eyes are all out of focus.
Freddie Dobbs is awesome. He's like a young Richie.
who?
Freddie Dobbs.
Yeah, Freddie's
awesome.
great. Like a young Richie. You watching the right Fred? He's nothing like a young Richie. He's like a young Steve McQueen.
Is he?
Oh, hang on, they've got
I'm gonna have to give
breaking
him a
news.
watch. Breaking?
Carl Dobby says he can't burp either.
Thank you, Carl.
I can't believe
sure.
it.
Another freak.
We got 904 people watching. Somebody must be a doctor. Surely there's a doctor amongst you. There must be some ailment about not being able to burp.
I think I've got your burp quota then, because I can burp on demand, no problem.
My kids can. My own genetic seed can burp, and they'll burp at me. They're probably watching actually now. They'll burp at me and say, "How would you like to do that, Dad?" How cruel are kids, eh? Anyway,
David
they're
Bowers,
21. They're not really kids.
best bike manufacturer. That's a big one.
Best bike.
In
Wow.
terms of what?
Yeah, how do you mean? I mean, we already mentioned Trump are very good to us personally as vloggers. So, I mean, I've always got...
I think Triumph's probably got the best. They've got the best brand, I would say, going. Do you not think? I mean, their clothing looks great. The bikes look great.
they do.
They've got so many different models and variations of
They've
each
got a lot
model.
of different bikes.
And they're sort of British.
Yeah, they're kind of British. The marketing is top notch.
Hold that. I can slightly fly. I can do a bottom burp. Carry on. Some of these are too good to let go.
I can slightly fly. That's the sort of
That's
thing
his
that-
name. I can slightly
Oh, right,
fly.
okay. It sounds like
I
something
can do a
Orville
bottom
would
burp.
say, isn't it? I can fly.
That's a good impression.
I love a bit of Orville. It's great, isn't it?
That's my guitar. I'm sure I'm not getting
We'll do a bit of Orville later. On the late night version, we're doing live from the thing outside. We'll do a bit of Orville.
Oh my God.
Not flying. Anyway, next. Rich, you're on the questions. Come on.
Sorry.
Come on, Rich.
Keep up, man.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, you're here for a reason, mate.
How is it sharing a room with TV star Teapot?
Sharing a room.
Who's sharing a room?
You're sharing a room with right now.
Oh, right, okay.
I can't. The name's
TMF
gone
Towers,
already.
we don't share rooms.
I think they're asking how we feel sharing this particular room with this little.
It's not done anything, has it?
So far, so good. I actually attached a wide-angle lens to the camera.
Oh, hang on a minute.
So you were coming.
Puggy,
Yeah.
Puggy UK.
None taken, obviously. Yeah.
Puggy UK. I have a Triumph, and the bike is great. The after-sales service is poor
I hear this a lot.
and expensive.
Do you hear this much? I get a lot of complaints about Triumph dealers.
I owned a 1200 and I had it for 8 months and it was back to the dealership 6 times in 8 months.
I did tell you not to buy it, didn't I?
I'll never ever. I didn't know you then.
I told you to get a GS. I've probably got the comments on
I
that.
will never buy a Triumph again.
Really?
Yeah.
Because your experience first.
It was shoddy. It was
It's a
just terrible.
it's a shame.
It would go in for some work and then it would come back with more errors caused by the service that they'd done. And
Can I just say, I do apologise to Triumph. These aren't necessarily my views.
I'll tell you how I see it, folks. You know
Yeah,
that.
fair enough. Fair dues.
Can I just say I need to go
It's
to little
why I
boys'
never go
room.
on any bike show.
I do apologise.
I'm going to go and see the
hang on.
thingy lady.
Whoa.
Don't you? Oh, thank you very much. You opened the door for me.
If somebody leaving midway of it, that's how often it doesn't happen on Good Morning Britain, does it? Blimey, you broke the door then. Right, look, I'm going to have to try.
Who's going to read the questions?
Yeah, I'm going to have to. Apologies, I have to get very close to the screen now.
Questions.
I would love to hear some of Bruce's police stories. I bet he's seen some S++T. Hey!
Yeah, I probably couldn't talk too much about it, I think, because a lot of the... yeah, I couldn't. I got a lot of stories, but I couldn't tell you them.
Sorry, the waitress lady's back. So Richie's just...
Someone says, where's he gone?
Well,
where's he gone?
Little boys from...
Where's he gone?
Well, that one's dead. Thank you. Are there any more beers left?
We want Carol. We want Carol.
Hey, come on in.
We've got a spare seat now.
Show your face at least.
He's gone now. He's missed his chance. He's gone. You've got to
You're going to take this seat. People love you. They want to see you. Oh, I'm sorry. She's very camera shy. Oh, God. That was so close.
Almost. I
saw it
coming up and then it went down again.
Oh.
How can you not bark?
Thank you, my angel. That's very kind of you. Right, more beer. Who needs more beer?
Carol.
Someone says, Carol, give us a wave. Come on,
That's
Carol.
a hand. Oh, there, you saw it. There she was. You saw her. If you come into the NEC on Saturday,
Carol,
she'll be there. She'll be there.
I might be there.
She'll be there.
Well, there's one. There's one.
Can I have another beer,
Want
please,
to
my
see
angel?
Carol.
Thank you. Are we doing snackage? Are we doing snackage?
Snackage.
I'm all right, thanks. I'm good.
What are the snacks?
I don't know. What are the snacks?
We have to roast him over a fire pit outside.
What are the snacks, my angel?
A lot of fat though, so it'll create a lot of smoke.
We'll never know. What have we got?
Just normal crappy. Sorry,
You're not selling it. You're not selling
No,
it.
I'm not very good at sales.
Can I just say, Dorian Sleeper has called for Carol, but they've spelt it wrong. It's got an E on the end, which is a
Caroli.
mortal sin. So
my
if you're going to
Caroli.
shout for her, Bats on Bikes has said, yay, Carol. Steve Bridges, Carol with an E. Well done, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Big Bad Bike Baz says Carol, and he's put a lot of kisses.
Good man.
A little bit. It's outrageous. Hi, Carol says Puggy UK. Hello, Carol from Graham. Hello. Okay, you're getting too popular. Off you go. Go and get the beers. She's outrageous. Oh, Richie's back. We were just treading water there.
Come on, Dickie.
In you go.
There's a guitar there. We've not finished on a song, haven't we?
I just realised because we're live.
Yeah.
What? People could have timed how long it takes me to take a piss. It takes me forever.
Because they can
We've
watch.
got massive hands and a tiny, so it takes a while to find it.
They can watch the replay and time it.
Takes me forever. It's quite embarrassing sometimes.
Why is that an issue for you? What is the thing with timing you having a wee?
Because I'm very aware.
Because you're old now.
You know when you go to a toilet. Yeah, but it's always
Does it take you a while to get the flow started?
No, you know when you go to the toilet and you're at a pub or whatever and you got the urinal, you go to the toilet and then you're stood there having a pee. A bloke walks in. Hi mate, you all right? Yeah, not too bad. Yeah. He'll do his.
You talk to me. What is that about?
He'll do his bit. He'll go. Then someone else will come in. Hey mate, you all right? Yeah, not bad. They do their bit and go, and I'm still there.
You going the whole time though?
There's a name for people like you
Full
in
flow.
London.
Yeah. What's that?
That's bizarre, isn't it?
I can't say.
Fancy talking to people that you're Ryan or whatever next.
That's not right. That is not right.
That is wrong.
See, we're friendly up north.
Hi, Carol, and on the snacks, get yourself some pizza. And yes, you didn't wash your hands. Hey, that's it.
I did.
That's a very good point.
Palmolive, nice soap you got in there as well.
Song to finish, Dickie. Oh, they want rid of us. They want a song to finish. How long did we say?
How much was
10
your-
to 10.
10 to 10.
Get up to
JJ.
60 people
It's
watching.
incredible that
How many's
you've...
watching?
How much was your ceramic
Friday
coating and how
evening.
long did it take?
Oh, hello.
It took about...
Whose is this?
Hello?
Oh, it's mine.
Yours.
Oh, thank you. Hey, thank you.
Thank
you,
Thank
very
you.
kind.
Thank
It's not
you.
very,
Thank you.
We're up. Make Madeira, we love Mrs. TMF.
You should tune
They
in.
don't know me,
You'll love
obviously,
it.
do they?
You'll love it.
They really don't know me at all.
Mark Scott, do you guys like chasing the racing? Absolutely, yes. Chrissy and Dom, top ones. Good boys. Well worth checking out their podcast.
He choked so much, Chris. There. Bruce, can you expand on your border experience in Africa? Was it Mauritania or Western Sahara that you had problems?
Mauritania. Combination of bad timing on my part and sort of just being a bit green, really, to the whole proper Africa. It's if you're coming down the west of Africa, Mauritania is the first taste of real Africa, really. Morocco, Western Sahara above it are still fairly European. You come into Mauritania and it's sort of like, not the gloves are off, it's not a bad place, but it's just a shock. And I timed going through there when there was a massive...
A shock in what way, though?
Well...
People weren't friendly suddenly, or...?
It's just when you're in Morocco and Sahara, things have changed now, so the police aren't robbing you all the time. They're decent. They're all right. They're there to help you.
Yeah.
The second you cross into Mauritania, and pretty much for the rest of Africa, really, the police will just point a gun in your face. They're not necessarily going to shoot you, but they've got a gun, so they'll just point a gun at you, and they expect, some sort of tax.
Right.
Just a bit of money.
So it's a bit of it.
What though? How do you know what to?
Well, you just. If you open your wallet and you've got $100 in there, they'll take the $100. So it's down to you to not be so naive.
No.
Or just like put a tenner in your pocket.
Yeah, and that's what most people do is they hide money everywhere and stuff.
Jesus.
And it was just a massive shock. I knew that went on, but it was just a massive shock. Plus,
does that happen at the Nürburgring?
No.
Okay, we're all right.
Yeah, it does, but that's the price that it's
That's only if you take the barrier
They
out.
don't use a gun.
Then they pull your pants down and you get shafted.
They just pull your pants down for your ticket. It was just bad timing because there was a massive Islamic uprising. The Boko Haram lot that seized the Nigerian schoolgirls. They were just sweeping through Africa. So it was bad timing and me just being a bit naive. I think if I was to go now, probably wouldn't. It wouldn't affect me the way it did then, I would think.
Fair enough. Well,
But you never
what a
know.
full answer. What a full answer. That's amazing. Right, any more questions then, Rich? Well gone.
Richie, what do you really think of the 360 camera? Well, we all use the 360.
Yeah,
don't
we
we?
do.
Now
one-
converted, yeah, very good.
The 1X2, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about making that my main camera, actually. And
That's what
That was away you go.
really good TV does. Well, you
Does
tried.
it? Yeah.
Well, yeah, make it basic.
I couldn't see me using that for the main camera, but when you, I think it
The
was
picture quality is not as good, is it?
I
No,
think
it's
the
not-
picture
it's not-
quality
it's
is
not
all right.
quite
It's
as
usable.
good.
It's not
It's
the
not
first
as
started using that. wasn't it?
Yeah, well, I think Bruce had the first one. I've got one.
yeah, I bought the 1X because I didn't blag it, but I got given
How
the 1X.
dare you.
I got given the 1X.
Don't like the insinuation.
No, I can't believe it.
And I tried to blag it, but they wouldn't, so I bought one. And I was given the 1X2, and I think 1X2's... The 1X wasn't great, but the 1X2 is fantastic.
It's fantastic. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work on top of what you normally do. But
I'll show you where it's really good
It
in the
really does
airplane.
do.
In the airplane.
Yeah,
fantastic, yeah.
Because it makes a great... Because you can sort of look everywhere in the post-edit. It's fab.
Yeah.
I'm still learning out of it. I mean, I made a bit of a cock-up with the last one I did in the plane. It was all over the place to start with. But...
username Kate Mustache, fellas.
See you, Kate. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. See you soon.
But yeah, great camera.
It's a good one.
It is a really great camera. It's just a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I know you get into a workflow, but it's a lot of work on top of your already large
Because I
workflow.
normally have two of those on the bike, so then you've got to
Oh my word.
do those
That's
two
a lot.
separately. Yeah, normally.
Wow.
On my bike.
Do you run all your cameras at the same time and just do your review and then edit?
Well, I may do first bit battery, then I'll stop, do walk around, I'll stop and change the batteries,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
maybe do another bit, which is normally just.
He's got cramp, he's got cramp, he's got cramp.
Oh, jump on down. Give him a rub, Rich. Give him a rub.
Go on, like, go on, get on.
Careful with the language, Bruce.
Me hamstring, you mother.
Do you want to go for a run around the garden, mate?
No.
You know, the thing is,
Okay.
someone's going to screenshot what I just did there and do a meme of it.
I felt that coming. Oh, there's nothing you can do
You.
about it.
What were we talking about before
I was
that?
talking about it to 360s, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I find myself not that I use it much because there's such a lot of extra editing effort,
Yeah.
isn't it? But
Yeah.
it does add something to it.
Yeah, it's good.
It really
I
does.
tend to I do a normal loop that I do my review on, then I'll do it just again with the 360, and then I don't know why I do that. I should just run at the same time.
At the
shouldn't I?
same time, yeah.
That's a very good question. I don't know. But maybe I'm just stupid.
I think that camera is best for the less is always more thing. So, like, dropping the odd little bit here and there in is brilliant.
A bit like drone shots.
Yeah, just
a
slipping
little-
in every now and then. Like
Yeah, but if you overdo it, then it's ruined. But they're great cameras. Right, what else we got coming?
Chronicles of Mr. Fish.
Hey,
Hey,
good
Pat.
fish.
Evening, handsome.
There he is.
Still waiting
When's
for
the
my
house warm?
stripping.
When's the house warm?
That's the late night version.
Oh, yeah, he's got himself a new fancy
Do you know what I mean?
bachelor pad, hasn't he? He won't mind us saying that, will he?
Too late.
Evening, lads.
live.
Love all your channels. Have any of you got the GoPro 10? If so,
I never knew he liked boys.
No, I've got the 9, but I've just come back from Tenerife where one of the chaps, Ravenshead Rider, he had
Is that the new one, the latest?
the GoPro 10, yeah.
Right.
And his was freezing as well.
Yeah, there's no.
I was having loads of issues with my freezing.
I had
and
a
the
lot of
7's
overheating
freezing.
issues as well.
What, the 10?
Yeah.
I think there's a firmware update that
I've had a lot of people say this still overheats. Because I was thinking about getting one because I do my bike news thing. And I just have the camera sat here, and because there's no airflow, it overheats.
Yeah.
So instead, I bought a USB fan that I should be using.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just going to blow a fan over it and see if that works.
Not
Somebody
noisy, though.
suggested that. No, it's quiet, it's silent, you can't hear it. So I'll do that on Wednesday's bike news. Somebody suggested it, let's see if it works.
Redline Rossi. Bruce,
I saw that one.
can you drape your beard over Andy's head, please? I want to see what it'd look like with hair. there. Brilliant.
That's the fun now.
Look at that. Hang on.
I tell you what,
I'm going to do photo. I'm going to do photo for you.
My final shout out for the podcast, folks, and it goes to all you lot. All of you who are listening to the podcast, all of you who watch the videos, both on the podcast channel and over on the main TeapotOne channel. If you're following on Instagram or Facebook and you're interacting through comments, liking, sharing, it is a massive help. And a huge shout out to all of you in the clan over on Patreon. Folks, you genuinely make this possible for me. There's not a chance I'd be able to do this full time without your specific help over in the clan. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do over there. I appreciate it's not everybody's thing, but if you think it's something you'd like to check out, head to patreon.com, patreon.com/TeapotOne for some more information. All right, folks, let's get back to us getting drunk.
That's actually pretty good.
I look like Doc off of Back to the Future.
I'm going to stick this on my...
What a great idea.
I'm going to stick that photo on my Instagram story now.
That's good. What else we got? Do you wear each other's merch?
Yes,
That's outrageous.
I've got his. I've got his. Yeah, I bought his. That's genius. I bought his Wild Bad Weekender t-shirts when I've done them. When I've been, so I've got them.
Is that going to focus?
No, looks like it. Yeah, looks good. Look.
No, through your eyes it does, Andy.
Right. To be honest, though, with that sort of
Richy Vida Instagram, I'm going to. That's on my story now. That's brilliant.
That's a bit of outrageous self-promotion. You've hijacked my stream there to promote your.
They
own
won't see it otherwise, would they?
That is outrageous. Right, what else we got?
Looks good to me.
Looks like Boris.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Looks like Boris.
Only tidier.
My supposed to pick on Instagram says Rocket Rolls. I think is up there. Teabagging.
Or trust you to pick that one.
I don't know what that means.
You should order a 125 trip, UK trip.
Thanks for making us laugh. Keep the skinhead. I ain't got a lot of choice, unfortunately. Sadly, since
This one, Mark Buckle. If you was buying your first big bike, what would it be? As there's such great choice nowadays in the mid-range market.
There really is such an amazing choice.
You can't go wrong.
No, you can't.
You can't go wrong
There's
unless
not
you
really
buy.
a bad bike these days, is there? Certainly of the big manufacturers, the main manufacturers.
It's really difficult. You got to choose what sort of bike you want.
Yeah.
Adventure bike, sports bike, and then you got to choose which ones out of all those you want.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
What
to choose.
kind of riding are you going to do? You know,
I was just saying,
do you need one that commutes? Do you need one that rides all year round? Is it just for shits and giggles? Excuse me. Is it just for enjoying yourself? Are you
that monetisation tab's just not going on this time.
Are you going to do some off-road? You know, what are you going to do on your bike? So
It's
nail them down.
I mean, that's the interesting thing I found when I started. You don't actually know what sort of riding you can enjoy doing, do you? So you try a few different bikes, and then you sort of realise that actually, in my case, something that doesn't hurt my shoulders is good. Chops' case, something inappropriate and fast. Wheelies a lot. In your case, a GS. You don't know when you start out what sort of bikes you're going to like, do you?
No, at all.
So you've got to try a few, but you can't go wrong. I mean, you know, any of those MTL...
Don't get caught up in the whole figures game, like VHP and Torque. Jump on a bike and see which one makes you smile.
Someone just put a good question, same topic. Is 1,000 too big of a jump from a 650? No, not at all.
Not
at all.
Depends what it is.
It's all in the dress, isn't it?
Someone's put... John McAfee, time for the Proclaimers.
We've done that. The whole engine size thing. It's all in the wrist. So if you're mature enough not to jump on a bike and just go wham, then it doesn't really matter.
Is anyone that mature?
If you're not that mature, don't buy a Super Duke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you'll be in trouble.
It's tricky. It's all about self-control, actually, these days, isn't it? Because it's I thought I was fairly measured, but I mean, even I do occasionally break the speed limit, and do you think there's any biker that doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're just overtaking sometimes. You are, aren't you? You just can't help it, can you?
But it is great fun.
I just often have an issue with my speedo. It's all blurry.
Pixelated.
Notice that. Well, it's Chopsy. What sports bike would you buy if money were no object?
Ooh,
that's a good question.
Yeah, you're a sports bike man, aren't you?
He thinks he is. He's hanging on to it.
I'm with you, Bruce.
If I wanted a sports bike to do a few track days and on the road, I think the S1000RR is...
It's a lovely bike, isn't it?
It's the best one.
I tried to get you one.
Yeah, no,
just to annoy you.
I know.
I'd already got rid of it. No.
No, I'll get it back.
He sent it back, so I immediately got onto BMW and said, I fancy going with this. Because I know they've actually loved it. I thought I'm going to get that. And they'd already...
No, it's going to move around.
They'd already defleeted it. It's already gone. It's gone.
Someone's bought that then. Well, it's been a dealer somewhere.
It's gone, yeah. So I'm getting
but I think
Careful,
as a sports bike for the road, that is incredible. Well, I've actually got a video coming on Sunday of the new RSV4 Aprilia 1100 factory.
Another shameless plug on
How did you get that, Chopsy?
Oh, some Wheels Motorcycles.
In Peterborough?
In Peterborough, yeah. And that is mental. That's just ridiculously fast and accelerates so fast.
Nice looking bike, isn't it?
It sounds incredible. Just so hard.
Doesn't look incredible.
So
How's
hard
it
to keep
compared to the
throttle
Twino?
track. Just like the Twino, but even more mental, basically.
Does it work?
Does it work?
I
No,
don't
but
must
it's so hard to not just go bananas on it. And if I couldn't have one, it's just too much.
Brilliant. Good answer.
But the S1000 isn't. That's nice and sensible.
Yeah, you can live with that.
Per se,
Yeah. And it looks beautiful.
And it looks nice.
It's a lovely bike.
Dwayne Dibley, motocross bikes teach you throttle discipline. I totally agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm just stuck on the word discipline. Right, moving on. Hit the speed limiter and your whole body shoots forward because you are bracing yourself for the power. Good. Okay. What do you think of the new Moto Guzzi, says the Mickey 06? That's that touring thing, isn't it? It's the, what's it called?
Well, they brought a new one there, just announced at Bike isn't it?
But it's green and gold again, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks nice.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Right. The Moto Guzzi.
It's odd looking though, isn't it? It's a bit unusual.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But Moto Guzzis tend to be a bit quirky, don't they? You
do.
either like them or you don't.
Yeah.
I've not really ridden one I've liked a lot yet, but I'm open to being
Have you
changed.
ridden the V7? Have you?
Don't think I have.
Have you? No, that's quite a nice little.
Yeah. I've got a bit of a problem with the cylinders poking out the side.
You've
Yeah.
got a GS. How can you have a problem with the cylinders poking out?
That's exactly it.
That's not as bad as that.
I know.
Sorry?
Have you?
No, I've not. No.
Me either. No, I've never ridden one either.
Maybe not. Oh, somebody's missing the trick.
There were two questions there that I wanted to bring
Go
up.
for it,
One
go
for
for
you and one for Bruce.
Fire
Let me
away.
find them again quick before they've gone. Okay, they've gone. So I can't remember who it was. Flyer. If you had one trip left in you,
Oh, blimey.
is it bike or plane? Just bear this in mind.
Oh, my word.
And your question was, what's your fitness regime? Listen. Let me finish. Because he kicks our ass on, all of our ass on this. What's your fitness regime for your iron boat so you can do all these miles? Because I remember when you had that Super Duke, you're like, well, I've done 3,500 miles in a week. I'm like, how have you done that amount of miles in that week? In a
You
week?
just man up. It's not. It doesn't
you
hurt.
do more miles than any of it.
It does hurt. It is uncomfortable, but you just do it. It's just.
It does hurt. It is uncomfortable. You just do it.
I enjoy being on a bike, but I know if I want to ride to John O'Groats from my house via Land's End in like a day, I know it's going to nip a tad.
Yeah.
So you just get on with it, you know. You don't give up. You just keep going. And
Nip a tad.
things like when you fill up with fuel, move. Like you look a twat, but stretch. You know, do a little bit of stretching after you filled up with fuel. Keep hydrated. Try and keep regular little bits of food going into you. Just stuff like that, and just get it done.
Very impressive.
Chocolate bars.
No, I try not to do the chocolate bars because you get an insulin spike. If you take like chocolate, you'll get a big massive insulin spike, which means 20 minutes, half hour after you've eaten that, you'll be dog tired.
Yeah.
So I tend to go with the naked muesli bar type things. Just them.
Have you had a
And
Perkier
water.
bar?
A what?
Perkier bar.
No, I've not.
They're a bit like the naked ones, only better.
Oh, okay.
Just throwing that out there. Perky bars, go for it.
Go on then.
And one last thing, like any sport, if you don't ride a bike, you don't do miles, and then all of a sudden you decide you're going to go and do 1,000 miles in a day. Good luck. It's going to hurt. It's like playing footy. If you never play football and then all of a sudden you go and play 80 minutes, you're going to be absolutely entitled.
90 minutes,
Oh, sorry, 90. I'm thinking. So yeah, just get yourself out and get used to putting miles on the bike.
Yeah, that's it. Unless you're on MV going to up north, and then you've got struggle for it.
Yeah, that did nip a bit.
Fair play to you guys. Ridiculous. What was the question for me? Oh, touring.
Last tour. No, last trip.
Bike.
Is it a bike or a plane?
I can't really answer that. It's a bit like the old favourite child thing.
Well, you've always got one.
No, I haven't. You like them for different reasons, don't you? And it's the same with the biking and the flying.
Yeah.
They're both part of me, and I couldn't be without either of them. So, rubbish answer, but
No, you can't. You've got to answer. You have to answer. Come on. Nail it down.
Blimey. Well, it depends where the tour is. It depends where the tour is. So if, for example...
Your last ever trip, okay, let's just say...
You've not got to go to anywhere.
You can't
this
do
is the last
anything
trip
after.
out.
It's your last
Is it going to be on the bike?
Oh, it'll be on the plane. Sorry, folks.
And where would you go?
Oh, well, go back to that again. I'm very jammy because I've flown lots of great places. I like flying in the US. I'll probably go to Arizona or somewhere. It's great out there.
Why is that? Because of views or?
Yeah, it's just the US is very geared up for private flying. It is spectacular scenery. The weather's nice. I like the US culture. So yeah, but which is probably the place I'd go on the bike as well. Yeah.
Because Paul just put it does hurt. You just have to power through.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what she said.
That's what you said, Tom.
Dale Wintle. Dale's the guy that runs Autobright products. Have you seen the clean products?
No.
Nope. Amazing stuff.
Okay.
He's put... Oh, shit, his comment's gone. Oh, no, there it is. Richie recently put 40 quid in the Africa Twin. 40 quid. What's the most you've put in recently?
Jeez, really?
Coming up
40
here.
quid, shit yourself.
I think I put just under £31 in the GS, but standard tank. That's a 20-litre tank.
That's a lot for a small tank.
Because I put the 98 in and it was on the motorway. It was 176.9.
Wow, that's even more than my 40.
That was 28 quid filling up here, and I still had 2 bars left. But when I filled up, before I filled up.
My 48, my 40 quid was I think 165, and I thought
that's a 30-litre tank, isn't it? On the
24 on the
24
Adventure Sport. Yeah.
Do you know, John? I've never paid any attention. I've no idea.
It's about 150 when I filled up on that 900 the other day. Yeah, and that was a 20-litre tank as well. I think it's about 29 quid or something I put in that. I didn't go for the 98 in that.
Compared to cars, it always seems cheap. So that's cheap. You fill it up and think, oh,
the thing is with the Africa Twin, it's got a big tank on it. Every single time I fill it up and put a lump in it.
Yeah.
When I go to pay, I say, "Oh, number 3, please." She was like, "Yeah, number 3." Wow, that's got a lot in it. You know, it's always it's always a thing. So I've become to notice it, and then 40 quid, you can't not notice that, can you? Jesus,
it's been creeping up. Like Cobham services, anyone that goes around the M25, Cobham services. I remember a year and a half ago. It being over 170 there for 98 fuel. Really? So God knows what that is now. That must be 180, 190.
Wow. Yeah, that feels wrong, doesn't it?
Oh, it's ridiculous. Engine over barrel.
But when you look at what fuel prices have done over the last 10 years, actually they haven't gone up for a long time. When you, recently it's gone up. But in the last 10 years, it's basically been static. So although we're all feeling it now that it feels really difficult, if you look at the price over 10 years, absolutely.
I felt like it's always gone.
No, it hasn't. It's been static. I did a bit of looking at the stats on this. Anyway, moving on. Next question. Do you look forward to electric bikes?
Not fussed by it, to be honest. I don't think there's anything to worry about.
I've got one in the garage at the moment.
Have you?
Which one you got?
The Energic Ego, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah, the Ego.
Spike. The sport.
That looks quite nice.
It's the sports bikey version of that.
Is that the one with the lights, the sort of
it does look good.
That's the Moto e-bike, isn't it?
Moto e-bike.
Yeah, it does look very good.
It's been so cold, I haven't ridden it yet.
Right, that's a shame.
But Sunday's the day I'm going out on that.
I've got a Trump Speedmaster.
You get about 4 miles.
That's a lovely bike.
I know, that's the problem. It's been so cold, it's going to be like...
Yeah, I haven't ridden that one yet. I keep thinking, got to get out. They're going to get it next week. I'm
exactly. Yeah.
Andy Beng, 73.9 pence in 2000 when I passed my test. Petrol.
Yeah, well, that was 20 years ago, wasn't it? But 10 years ago, it was like 139 or something, and then they held it like that, and now it's gone up.
You think 2000 was 21 years ago?
That's crazy, isn't it? Isn't that crazy?
Year 2000 seems like 5 years ago.
It's not right, that. Well, it is right.
This is this old man conversation.
Yeah, exactly. What else we got? Do helmets make you go bald? That's an excellent question.
Well, you might think so. Look at us. Us three, might you?
Yeah.
Thanks for the question. Brilliant.
Well, I wore a helmet every single day riding in and out of work, and then a hat every single day when I was at work.
Andrew, somebody who I can't read. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Love all your channels. Good night.
Good night, Andy. Good night. Thank you.
Mate, for sticking with us.
Don't buy beer
or fuel in Holland.
Right,
It's much more expensive in Holland.
Must be.
Wow.
Norway.
Well,
I don't remember Norway fuel being any more than ours.
Actually, the
at
fuel,
time.
it wasn't that much.
Yeah,
fuel was okay.
the
It's
fuel was
everything
only-
else.
It was only
Yeah,
beer
the fuel
and
was so
food,
sensible
yeah.
in prices, yeah.
Gosh, beer was outrageous. wasn't it?
Beer,
Do I need to call the
hotels,
ladies? Do I need to call her? I need to call the lady again.
Don't call her on my
Bear with
behalf.
us.
Serving lady.
Fentour. Still get 100 miles range in winter with the electric Rebellion.
Serving lady.
Just.
Oh, really?
Martin Fentour. Martin, he bought a Rebellion last year.
Yeah.
Who wants a beer? Serving ladies here.
Yes,
I'll have a
please.
soft one.
If I may.
A soft drink, please.
Thank you very much.
Soft and 2 beers, please.
Yeah, Martin bought a Rebellion about a year ago, so
Well,
Two
I
beers,
think
one
the
soft.
energy. Well, I rode a 0 November last year, and the mileage was terrible.
Sorry, Chopsy.
Lemon one, please.
Oh, lemon for Chopsy.
The likeable rider. Keep sinking them, boys.
can't keep up with you.
Sink those lemon.
Mrs. Flyer actually said to Mr. Flyer, "We ought to get some more beer in because Rich is coming."
I locked the whiskey away. I mean, the
quite like
whiskey's
that.
under lock and key.
Can I have a housekeeping point? Number one, we've now been on about 2 hours, 10 minutes. Shall we continue? What do we think?
2 hours, 10 minutes.
We'll get in there now. I would have thought.
I'm
we're here,
happy
aren't
to
we?
carry.
Yeah, we're here, so-
wherever you go.
Another half an hour then.
ladies.
And number two, for the chaps in the room, I'm starting to get a bit cold. Shall we shut the window? Shall we shut the window? Just one.
I'm going to have a quick pee.
Oh, thanks. That's good. Thanks.
Tell me what he says about me.
What aftershave does TMF use to have snagged the serving lady? Great comment. Great comment.
It's not aftershave.
Road solids. It's not aftershave.
You know, it's like the women. It's either money or big hands. And I was absolutely skint when I met her. I was saying no more. Anyway, since then she's got double bubble, so all good. Right, moving on. What's that? After watching your channels, I went and test rode an RS1250GS on a test ride. Everything was great except the screen. Why is the stock screen so bad? I don't know. Maybe they didn't go into a wind tunnel. Why is it that they can't put screens on bikes that actually work? I'm always surprised if you get on a bike with a screen and it's turbulent.
Tiger 900 was actually pretty good. That's
was,
one of the things on that I found.
And it's quite a small screen, isn't it? It works.
But
Yeah.
the Africa Twin is just silly, that big one.
That's
It's above
stupid.
your eye line, isn't it? It's
Stupid. I
crazy.
took that straight off. It's like...
But it creates
It's-
turbulence off the top,
Yeah,
and you
it
don't
does,
want your
yeah.
head going
But it's
like
in your eye line, so once you've been riding and it gets shit
Serving
up,
lady.
Yeah.
you've either got to be over it or
Thank you,
completely
my
under it
angel.
and get used to it.
Yeah.
Chopsy.
Oh,
I hope you
lovely.
get loads of
Very much.
stick for calling
No,
it serving
not
lady.
Oh, people.
Oh, really
They love
happy
you.
with that.
Someone asked what kind of aftershave you used to be able to snag you in the first place.
High karate.
Yeah, Brew.
I used to love that advert. Do you remember that with the sea rolling in and that?
Sorry,
I'm showing your age. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
can't remember.
Probably was
But he
high
has always
karate.
worn nice aftershave.
It's Insignia.
Do you remember that high karate advert?
No.
Was it, or maybe it was denim. Do you remember the denim advert?
I don't remember.
That beautiful woman. She put her hand in the guy's shirt.
Lots
Do you remember that? She put her hand in. She
You're
had lovely
showing your
nails.
age.
She put her hand in, and it was
Showing
like
your age.
denim for men. It smelt like shit, but it was. Oh, I
Don't
just,
swear.
Don't swear, Andrew.
look, monetisation's off. It doesn't matter. Ouch. I forgot to turn the monetisation tab on, so we're doing all this for free. I mean, it's unbelievable. The effort, the effort we're putting in. Unbelievable. Thank you, serving lady. Your job's done. Thank you. Oh, you want to straight? Serving lady might be showing us. Okay, let's see what we've got coming up.
We've had a consistent almost
939 people.
Watching. I'd say it's
When you
consistent
come in,
900.
Carol, it goes up, and then you go out and slow down, and it goes up
Yeah, if you
again.
can
when
stay a
when
bit.
You come back in.
That's how it works. I wonder what all these things mean. Chat rate 26. I wonder what that means.
Hey TMF,
What?
Cameron, do you have a share in an aeroplane? If yes, which one?
No, because I won't let him.
I don't at the moment. I have in the past, and I've been considering buying a share in a Cub, which I've recently learnt to fly.
I thought it meant the
What?
C90 call.
He's doing tips on it.
But due to recent circumstances, I'm no longer able to buy a share. But that
Hello, Carol.
It may
Booked
happen
your
in-
test. No, I haven't booked my test yet. I'm far from a test.
she's on.
'Cause I'm
She's
so-
joined us now.
Because I'm so naff at riding a bike.
Far from it. You've just learnt your craft in the Canaries.
And well,
all
no,
that
I haven't.
mountainous
And
areas.
also,
And
I'm only 5'2", and actually physically getting on the lowest bike possible is still really difficult.
But we recently got some Daytona
difficult
boots
to
with
get-
built-up heels.
It's
Not
difficult
me,
to
but
get
her.
your leg over. I mean, it is.
I struggled to get my leg over.
In winter kit, it's awful. It's like I'm like, ugh, it's awful.
You can't talk of camera. But
Sorry,
if you're either in or
sorry.
out. Are you joining us?
No,
Oh, okay then.
slap him. Right?
There's no need to
Yes,
read any
keep
further.
going.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's all chat's going to be.
That's on back. Carol, we love you in capitals.
Best bike for pillion, Mrs. Flyer.
Goldwing. Honda.
that's-
Sorry, it's like an armchair. You just sit in luxury. Oh,
That's got to be the Goldwing, I think.
It's unbelievable for a pillion. Yeah.
Who's that saying, Carol, we love you? Steady on there.
Oh, you're so kind. And you obviously don't know me.
James Oldham. Hey Richie, when's WW21 video out from James and Carol off the booster? Off the booster. It'll be out. It'll be out before Christmas.
Bye, thanks for coming.
It'll be out before Christmas. I just tried to save it for a little, so we all kind of forget what's happened, and then be reminded by it towards Christmas. You forget to look at the camera. But hi guys, hope you're all right.
And someone asked apologies to jump in. So I think it was Ollie Wright. He asked ages ago about the clan meet-up vid. That is coming, pal. I've just got loads of stuff to edit.
I have to say, Bruce, I'm getting a bit fed up with your excuses. It's quite slack, isn't it? I mean, I was waiting for a podcast for weeks. What happened there?
What podcast?
Well, there weren't any. That's the problem.
Because I was
Exactly
away.
like this.
I was thinking, this being away thing, you need to plan your videos out a bit.
Do you know that?
Andy, some of us use more than one camera in our videos, so the video takes a while to edit. And I know you get 8 times as many bloody views as me.
Well, maybe there's a lesson to learn there, Bruce.
That's the point, though. I noticed that recently. When when you're in the middle of something and then you go off on tour for a week, you've either got to work your ass off before you go to get a couple of videos to tide you over.
You do.
Well, doubly you've got to work your ass off because the second you get back, you've got to catch up again, haven't you?
It's part of the reason
It's
that
so
I
hard
sort
to
of took
keep that up.
part of the reason I took a month off the podcast was like the podcast. Don't forget that's the audio, but it's also a video, and then it's a teaser, and it's an audio teaser for it.
Teasers again.
There's at least 2 or 3 days editing for each podcast. So
And also, because they're so long, it must take you flipping ages. I know they're not hard to edit, but it's a lot of watching.
Yeah, I mean, I edited them at like double or triple speed.
Oh,
So
okay.
you just whack through
clever.
it.
That's a clever
It's just to take out pee breaks and all that sort of stuff.
Nice.
But I listen to them because you want to capture all the sort of key moments to put in the little teaser.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, that's clever. I often get asked if I can speak slower. Do you get that? So
You speak quite fast.
I usually respond, listen quicker.
Have you seen that video where you slow you down? Someone mentioned if I slow this down to half speed on YouTube, it's hilarious. And I did it when I was watching your video, and it was hilarious. You have to have a play with it. If you change the speed, it's
The speeding up
quite
thing actually is quite good because you could get through more videos to speed them up, couldn't you?
I think I'm the opposite. I speak too slow, I think.
Yeah.
So
It's tricky, isn't it? Because I appreciate there are a lot of non-native English speakers to watch. But also, it's part of the... I don't get too up myself here, but being engaging, you have to be a bit enthusiastic, which sort of means speaking a bit quicker. And I do get a bit over enthusiastic sometimes, and I think that's just part of. If you speak too slowly, you can drop off, can't you, with boredom? So we'll mention no names.
Here's an interesting one.
Go on.
Dead Lyra's Berry. Sorry if your name's wrong. What was the worst?
Do you want to borrow my contact lens?
What was the worst ever product you were given to review?
Without a doubt, the vents. Have you come across that?
That was your worst.
Vents, yes.
Yeah, what a
Long
road.
time ago, them like 2015.
Before
the
we
big
went-
things that you put up your
That's
sleeves.
before we went to Australia. Not Australia.
Just
no.
get a bit of drain pipe and stick it up there.
That's
pointless.
Yeah, vents.
Why?
Does that thing to hold you?
Air conditioning for your jacket.
Air conditioning
Just
for your
under your jacket a bit.
So at the time,
Yeah.
I had before I went to America,
Yeah.
and I thought that'd be brilliant. I'll take them to America.
Right.
Stuck them in. That's a really great idea. Like I said to the people, like, yeah, this is great actually.
Yeah.
Put them in, like fantastic. And you're just riding around here for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Took them on tour.
Yeah.
Put them in first day. Remember, lads, it's getting warm now. Put vents in.
Yeah.
Just a faff.
Yeah.
Massive
Yeah,
faff.
yeah.
And a great idea, but no.
They sent them to me, and it was pissing down in London.
Get wet.
For my London commute, and I was like, the last thing I need is something to make me even cooler. I tried it, and as you said, it's just utter faff. Just no point in it. No point at all. What else? What else? have you seen?
Lod dude on the road grub to carry. Best buy.
Right.
I'm going to stick in something, and
On the road, what?
on the road grub. What's the best to chuck on your bike for food?
Oh, you're going to plug your.
No, I'm not going to plug it. I'm not getting paid to say it. But genuinely,
Obviously, a Greg sausage roll.
Pasty or sausage roll, obviously.
Or a packet of hot dogs.
I get on knobs.
or the Y food that I took to Ireland
Grenade
is
protein
brilliant.
bar. Grenade protein bar. Easy, job done. Sold everywhere. Posh.
You want a Perkier bar? Perkier bar.
I've never seen these Perkier bars.
You need to check it out. Perkier. Perkier. Perkier bars.
Perkier
Go check them
bar.
out. Yeah, they're pretty good.
What, like a
Well, a bit like those Nathan
Like an
bars,
OT.
but better. Yeah.
Yeah.
They give you energy. They last for a long
It
time.
actually tastes nice.
It tastes very nice. Yeah. Very good.
someone's put
What?
what's it? Paul Sparrow. What's it? Oh, someone put as well. Derbyshire is the best county in the country. That's way gone,
Right.
but it's stuck in there. I remembered it. But also, Paul Sparrow's just put. What's it like being? This has just reminded me. What's it like being around royalty, or has Rich kept it quiet that he's the king of Derbyshire? This was on someone else's video recently where he kept calling me the king of Derbyshire.
Are you?
Apparently so, yeah.
Have you watched The Crown?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
Well, I thought it was a bit.
He's
I thought it was a bit of a
Northern,
girly
so
thing.
bigging up about being northern.
Have you watched The Crown, John?
Have
you watched The Crown?
No.
You watched The Crown?
Oh, hang on a minute.
yeah.
So now
Surprised me.
all of a sudden I'm southern.
Yeah.
So all this time you've been saying I'm northern.
You're northern.
And now because I'm
You're
saying
northern
I'm the
from
king of
down here.
Derbyshire, and now you're, hang on a minute, all of a sudden, I'm Scottish, I'm Irish. A minute ago, your mum was
But
from
the thing is, anyone from like, sorry, not Inverness, Wick and all up there will just be like, well, you're a southerner, because I'm from the northeast, North Aberdeen. But compared to you, I'm northern, definitely.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Let's not have a contest of who's more northern.
Let's not have a contest of the who's not.
We're falling out. Look what you've done.
Put Mrs. Flower on a Royal Enfield Meteor. Okay. Guys, can we get Richie to do a new Christmas song?
Definitely.
Releasing a new Christmas song.
That was good. Actually, yeah.
That means I can start releasing that one again now. I purposefully never. Well, you're not supposed to listen to Christmas songs anyway, are you? Unless it's December.
I agree with that notion. It's only
I purposefully
This year,
don't.
apparently you can. So.
I purposefully don't touch that video until it comes to December, and then I love it. I fall in love with it every time it comes on, because it was such it's a song that I wanted to do for years, and then when I managed to pull those musicians together to do it, it kind of like everything slotted together at the right time, and it was just brilliant. I love it.
Would you ever organise a ride out with us fans? That would be awesome. There you go, Bruce. One for you.
I do them all the time.
That's what I
Yeah, thanks for paying attention.
I do them, but I'm afraid I sort of limit them to the clan over on Patreon now, and I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I just think they are investing in the channel, they're paying a financial amount, so I try and do as much as I can.
We did talk about before this COVID thing started, having some sort of group meetup, didn't we? With all of us do some sort of.
It would be good. I'd
It
love
would be
to do
lovely
it.
to do that.
I'd love to do it, and I'm thinking like you that
To do a tour to say we're going to be at this place tonight.
Yeah, meet up.
This place
That would
tonight.
be
Just
good.
like
That's
a
a good
4-day tour.
It would be fun.
You know, like a band would do.
But the trouble with it is you don't know how many people you're going to have turning up, do you?
But I think you can safely say, between the four of us, you would probably have, I reckon you'd probably have 50, 100 easy.
But my point isn't that you wouldn't get enough. I'm worried that too many would turn up when you swamp the place. Not being funny, but
It's sourcing correct.
if you're at
venues,
like a
isn't it?
pub and like 200 people turn up on bikes, you're not going to be very happy about it, are they?
No, you need a big enough venue. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, so that's why I've not done it, because I'm not too sure. I'm very tempted to do it with the patrons and say who's going to come, so you get a feeling for what the numbers are, because it's a much smaller community. But if you say to 200,000 people, I'm going to go, let's go and meet up in, I don't know, Surrey tomorrow. You know, you could have hundreds of people turn up, couldn't you? Which would be great fun, but the local police and council might not be too chuffed. I'm not sure what the rules are, but one day I'll definitely do that, because it sounds fun. I mean, you do it a lot, don't you, Bruce? So
I do I try to do 2 or 3 patron.
it'd be great fun. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
And different ride outs and stuff. And you've got your
of course. I mean, you have hundreds of people like that.
Yeah,
don't you?
that's a special thing, just once a year, and it's you know.
That's great. I love that event.
It's excuse me, because it's a big the middle of the year. You know, it's the summer. Everyone's out and about on the bikes, going off on tours and doing the thing. It's a nice time for us all to get together and just have a good old, piss up and put a bit of a spectacle on where you can have a laff and do.
Sorry,
do
I did a Chopsy.
You did a Chopsy, but never mind.
Yeah.
I did enjoy it.
I'm sure you'll like this time.
Right, what else have we got coming? We're going to have to go soon, folks. We've got 919 still on. We're very grateful for this. This is amazing. Right, what else have we got?
Blinders.
Oh, you're going for it.
Oh, is it?
Very,
Decent value.
Here's a decent question. After
Go on.
TMF's read it. Go on, do you want to read that
No,
one?
you go for it. I can't see a thing.
Motor MA77. Lads, would you rather know when you're going to pop your clogs or how you're going to pop your clogs?
That's horrible.
That's a good one. I love these questions.
That's horrible. That's a Pete English question.
When it's got to be when, surely, and then you can plan accordingly, can't you?
Well, isn't it great that we don't know, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I'd rather not know.
Would you?
It could happen tomorrow, couldn't it?
Yeah, but if you didn't,
In Bruce's case, it certainly could happen tomorrow. I mean, it's the way he rides. You've seen him.
I'm a changed man.
Chippy Run. James Alden, Chippy Run 2022. Yes, we will. Time just ran out this year, so sorry, we've not.
Chippy Run? Do you do chips?
You know,
Are we going to
do like a
that
Chippy
Yeah,
Run.
no, we're not.
I was just jumping in with that, but jump back.
No, I don't want to know either.
Do
you know?
No,
Either.
No.
I think if I had to know one, it would be Wayne.
Yeah, not why. You don't want to know how.
Just so
would
I
you?
can cram everything I possibly can in.
Oh, that'd be all right. But you should do that anyway, because you never get
Yes,
to
exactly.
your last
Well,
time.
no, I mean, my whole mantra is live your life.
Exactly,
But
you of all people.
You've also got to pay your bills, you know, you've got mortgages to pay. And
you
shit.
knew you
but
had-
if I knew I'm
Speak for
going
yourself, mate.
10
on
years.
shoot,
Yeah, I'm not paying anything.
you know, we're going to have some fun before we go. So, yeah, Wayne for me.
That is a scourge of the human race, the fact we know we're going to die.
Yeah, but I mean, do you want to live forever?
No,
No, I don't think I do.
but I don't want to know when I'm going to die either or how. Either. Quite a question, that. Thank you.
I'll tell you something that's a bit dark.
I like
on this same thing.
Yep.
So you're saying about knowing how long you're gonna, you know, you don't want to know when it's gonna be.
This is what the podcast's about. Yes, come on.
Right.
So
Can we talk about UFOs? Ghosts after this.
right, I slightly personal, lost my mum when she was 39 years old.
Yep.
So I always thought to myself as a child, I was 13 when she died.
Yep.
If I get to 39
You're doing well.
and up to 39, I live my you know, like you live yours. I am doing whatever I want.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then I got to 39, I thought, and I've always had this thing in me, I'd see the number 39 all the time, whether
Right.
it's on a clock or something, I'd see 39 or all the time.
Yep.
And I always thought, you know, is that going to be my time? You never know, do you? You just,
No,
like
no,
you said, you don't know when it's going to be.
No.
You don't.
As it turned out, I was 39 when Georgie were conceived,
Right.
my daughter. So, and then now
That's
I
a bit
think,
more
like,
information than we needed, isn't it, really? Sorry.
but I mean, I was that
Since
age,
I've got an
the
image now.
39 thing, the image. But you never know when it's going to be. And like now I think I'm 45, so
Yeah.
I'm 6 years older
Yeah.
than my mum was when she died.
Yeah.
We look a lot
Crazy to
older.
think that. But you know, you never know when it's going to be, so just do what you
Make the
want.
most of it, yeah.
Make the most of it all the time. Do
Yeah. My advice, try and
it. Be responsible, pay your bills, but, you know,
maneuver yourself to enjoy yourself.
yeah.
It's difficult to
Definitely.
do, but if you can do it. All right, what's next? Sorry, likeable rider, but I bought the GS. Okay.
What?
There's obviously a chat going on that we're unaware of. Did you really enjoy the breakfast at the Ponderosa, or was it a brave face?
Who's
I
that?
don't know it's aimed at. I had a breakfast at the
Christopher
Ponderosa.
Ashton.
I enjoyed
Never
it.
had
I did.
It's,
It was good. I had a good breakfast there with the cops.
It's all right.
In Wales.
It was good. It's not bad.
Great. We know TeapotOne believes in ghosts. How about the rest of you? You believe in ghosts?
It came up in the podcast.
What is this
Like
you're on
right
about?
I genuinely, right, I'll tell you my story. I'll be
yeah.
quick as I possibly can. Used to work the doors in Glasgow. Part of your job is to open and close the fire exits with people's faces normally. No, that's only a joke. So at the start of one of the shifts, I had to go and open the top fire exit in the top club.
Yep.
Totally imbricked staircase. The fire exit doors from the inside of the club. And then it's totally bricked in down about 6 or 7 flights of stairs all the way to the bottom. No windows, no other doors, and at the bottom is the fire exit that leads out to the back car park.
Right.
So they're all chained shut at the end of the shift, and then opened up for when it's a nightclub.
Right.
So I've gone in from the top, working my way down. I'm walking down some stairs, and two blokes, basically side by side, sort of appeared walking along the landing and started coming up the stairs.
With their heads under their arms.
No, but they looked like the film Untouchables, like the Chicago gangsters.
Yeah.
So they had long coats like that, suits, like 3-piece suits. They had pork pie style hats, ties, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But they had their heads down.
Right.
So I saw them and I was like, all right, lads, can I help you? And they started looking up. And at that point, one of my muckers heard me shout at these lads. And he's like, you all right, big man? So I turned round. I was like, Andy, get down here. There's two boys here. Turned round and they're gone.
Right.
So we ran all the way down the stairs, got to the very bottom. Obviously, it's all lit. We passed nobody. There's nobody there. And the bottom fire exit is still chained and padlocked shut. So I still get fucking shivers every time we talk about it. So I'm padlocked it all.
Language, Bruce, language. How many times do I have to echo on?
Booted the door open, went out, had a look, nobody there. So that was that. We're on the door later that night, and as it gets a bit quieter, the manager came down, and the lad that had had been there with me said, "Oh, you might want to watch the big man tonight. I think he's been smoking something." So we told him the story, and the manager was just like, "Oh yeah, those two. Yeah, the cleaners see them all the time." And then he started telling us this story about all the other things that the cleaners see. This place used to be called the Locarno in Glasgow. You can Google it. It was a big dance hall in Glasgow. Glasgow is well known for dance halls in the sort of 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. And don't know.
There we are.
But
So
they weren't floating. The cleaners have seen people literally levitating around the edge of the main dance floor and the main dance hall.
and from
But
you-
there used to be a balcony there, so
it's like they're walking across a balcony.
yeah.
So with you seeing these, then, as far as you were concerned, they were two
were
lads
there,
that were there.
they weren't like transparent going.
You know, they didn't look like old fashioned. No,
They
they
were
just
two
looked like the
geezers.
two lads.
They weren't ghosts then. If they're not transparent, they weren't ghosts. Right, not convinced. Moving on. Right. Has YouTube changed any of your lives, Bruce?
Yeah, massively. YouTube has changed. Yeah, totally. I'm not going to the backstory, but ultimately I was given the choice to either give up all social media and YouTube and carry on my previous job, or leave that and go for it full time. So yeah, totally changed it for me. I'm much happier. Yeah.
Great. What about you, John? Has it changed your life in any way?
I think it has. You get a lot more opportunities, and it's such a great thing, YouTube, because you don't really know what's coming up, and
Yeah.
you know, in the future something can just come out of the blue.
Yeah.
And we've sort of spoken about it a bit before, haven't we? But it's just quite an exciting thing to be involved with.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got basically a tedious job like I had,
Yeah.
it's so much better at a party, isn't it? To sort of
I
like a YouTube channel and
still
being
have a
in
tedious
IT.
job as well, but it's just nice to have something else.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is a bit more exciting.
I think
It's
it's
about you, because you've got an exciting life anyway, haven't you, with many strings to your bow. Being a
Yeah,
rock star.
weekend rock star. I always thought back in the day, this is me. This is me. I'm on my way, you know.
Yeah.
And then like now, I think back to all the years of hard work, and I'm like, you know, there's so many people, so many massively talented musicians that never ever get noticed.
Absolutely.
And there's also on the opposite side of that scale,
Yeah.
not so talented musicians that do get noticed
yeah.
and are living the life, you know. And I just think all these years of lumping all this, like a van's worth of
Kit.
That's why I've got the van for the. I have a piano and
don't have to make
full
excuses for it,
full
though.
OPA and everything in it. You know, it's a bloody nightmare actually. But
yeah.
you know, I enjoy it and I love it. But I tell you something, the COVID thing, having that amount of time out of it,
Yeah, made you realise how much you enjoyed it.
made me realise how much work
Oh,
is
okay.
involved.
Yeah,
And it was literally like I thought.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to be going back into it and putting myself into
Right.
all that again.
Interesting.
So the first probably we're back into it now, but the first 5 gigs, I was like,
Can't be doing with it.
not bothered,
Right,
not bothered at
interesting.
all.
That's interesting.
Really not bothered. You know, forgetting lyrics
Yeah, yeah,
because I couldn't be asked to
yeah.
practice. You know, and, just.
Wow.
But anyway, the YouTube thing's definitely.
Yeah, and in my
Definitely
case,
changed.
absolutely. I mean, I've transformed my life only for the good, which is great. So thank you, YouTube. Right, moving on. What have we got? What's the time? Actually, it's a little health check. 10:30. See, I'm trying to burp there again.
Someone's put keep it wheel. Hi mate, how are we doing?
8:07. Look, they're dropping off. They're dropping off.
We're going to bed.
Now that you've been to the Under Off-Road Centre, do you think that you could go back to Pindale Pass and smash it? Well, mate, I went to the Pindale Pass the other day for a ride and a chat with another fellow YouTuber, Moto Mogul.
Do you want another beer?
And I noticed
Somebody
that
said
there's
your
not-
beer's empty. Do you want one?
Here, go on, then, please. Thank you very much.
Carry on talking. I'll get the waitress.
I noticed that
my angel, more beers, please.
there's now a sign at the top of Pindale Pass saying, basically, if you go down this road or up this road, we're taking your bike. So I'll not be doing it again. As we were sat there chatting, me and this other YouTuber,
Sorry, what do you want to
Give her another beer.
loads of off-roaders flew up it.
Rich.
But anyway,
Thank you. Sorry, sorry to interrupt. Sorry, it is my channel. I'm interrupting.
you're right. Yeah.
I saw a great question there. Anyone got any advice for new YouTubers?
I'll just finishing off that question. Let me just finish that one, then we can jump in. So mate, yeah, I'm not.
Okay, go on.
I don't think we can go up that path anymore. So anyway, that's it. I needed to just sign it off. Okay, but anyway, thanks, pal.
Okay, right.
Thanks for getting me in that trouble in the first place.
New YouTuber advice then from John Lamb Chop, excellent YouTuber.
It's tough. I would imagine to be starting out now, it would be tough. And I think we said it before, haven't we? You've just got to do it for yourself. Don't expect anyone to watch. If you're expecting a lot of people to watch it, then you're going to get disappointment. Thank you. Do it for yourself. Do stuff you enjoy. Be yourself. And that's all you can do, really. And then go from there. But try and get some passion into it. Try and do something a little bit different, maybe, as well.
I was going to say, different is better than better, in that have your own voice, do your own thing. Don't try and copy. If you try and copy 44 Teeth, you're never going to be better than them. Or any other great YouTuber. So
just be yourself, definitely,
and just keep at it. Consistency, I think, is key, isn't it? It's a long-term game. It's not a sprint. You've got to crack on over a long period of time.
Well, how long have you been?
I've been doing this for like 8 years plus. So
I think I'm nearly 10 years.
Yeah, I might be longer.
I think I'm nearly 10 years.
Actually, I think I started my channel in 2008, but I didn't really do anything serious.
2006. I looked the other day.
Yeah,
2006. I opened the channel. I didn't start. I think it was 2013 that I started putting.
Similar time as me. And I think it's taken us that long to build up a following.
Exactly.
And then, so if you started now, and there's more people starting now.
It's more of a thing now, isn't it?
But it's easy to get a massive surge of followers, but it depends if you want to make that content.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I always said, my advice was, always make the channel, build the channel that you want to be doing.
Yeah.
Because if you build a channel, if you start chasing numbers, you've got to always do that. And if you don't like doing that, then
if you just want to build yourself a YouTube channel, just go scour all the news sites on Google, have robots looking for news on motorcycles, and just as soon as news comes out on bikes, stick up a video about it. Use photographs. Use the marketing material that others have given you. Do a voiceover. Do bike reviews. You'll get loads of followers. You'll build your channel that way, won't you? But you'll be stuck with that sort of channel. And whether you want that, 5 years down the line, when you're still having to spend as soon as a news story breaks, you have to make a video about it. That might not be what you want to be doing. So on with you. Do what you enjoy doing.
And the thing is, if you don't,
you don't get viewers.
But then you also get pushed aside, and someone else will.
Yeah.
So that's it. If you've built that, you've got to keep going.
What you'll find is that the reason that your vids will be popular is because they're different, they're new.
Yeah.
But the very fact that they become popular, other people will start copying that. So then you have to then develop your style. So you're going to constantly have to be, changing your style all the time to try and just be that little bit different.
Yeah.
If you go down the sort of press pack route, that Andy was just talking about, you're going to have to be different, because everybody will be working off of that press pack with the same images, the same video content, the same information. So it's...
regurgitating press releases and going on bike launches. I mean, that's. It might be fun and novel to start with, but you're going to end up
still do them. But you've got to do them in your own unique way.
Do your take on it. Yeah,
be true to you.
Yeah.
Steve Bridges has written, "Bruce, I've run out of Brewdog. Help."
We've got some in the fridge. You want to pop round?
The only reason I've got Brewdog is because you kind people send it to me, not Brewdog. So.
How does this work? I want to get into this. Did I mention I like Rolex watches? Did I say that?
I've tried tagging. I'm a whiskey man. I love my whiskey and bourbon.
I don't think you can get Svetlana through the post.
I've tagged, Buffalo Trace. I've tagged.
Right, how long have we been on for, chaps?
I don't get anything.
How long have we been on for?
You've had enough, Andy.
No, I could go on all night, no problem.
There's still 865 people watching.
865 people watching.
If you had that crowd in front of you, that's
hang on, I get asked this all the time.
What's this?
Deadly Raspberry, when are Chicken Strip Tours relaunching? Genuinely, I was looking at getting that going again very soon. I've been looking at pricing up my tours to the Picos, but Brittany Ferries have hiked the prices up. Yep. So at the moment, in order for me to make £200 a day, which is what my daily rate is, I would have to charge a punter 1,730 quid, 1,740 quid, which I'm not prepared to do. So I'm trying to work out ways around that at the moment. As soon as I can, I'll get those tours up. But they will be coming soon.
How did John land the Norton tour? You answered an email. You answered an email.
I got an email the day before.
That's because you're on the B list.
Yeah, I am on the Z list.
I got invited to do the press thing on the Thursday initially, and that was actually very close to my birthday, and I was away, and I said, "Sorry, I can't come." I can't come. He said, "Well," because there's a PR agency again. He said, "Well, actually, we're doing a similar thing on the Tuesday. Are you free on the Tuesday that week?"
Right.
And I was like, "Can I be bothered to go to Birmingham?" And I thought, "Yeah, I quite fancy
thinking that."
Yeah, I thought I quite fancy having a look around the new factory.
It's impressive, isn't it?
It's impressive, yeah. So I said, "Yeah, I can come." He said, "What time?" And I said, "Well, we organised a time." And they said, it was going to be an opportunity to interview the CEO, bring some questions. But I thought it'd be a big group of people, and I thought I'm not really a sit-down interview the CEO sort of channel,
Yeah.
So I thought I won't bother. Well, I've got some few questions in my head, but I won't write anything down.
Oh, whoops.
Turn up there's me and another guy in the foyer. They're like, he's just coming down now, so get your questions ready. We're going to sit down and we're going to start the interview. And I'm like... I haven't actually got any questions. So he came down and asked him some very, very basic questions.
Yeah.
And he said, is that everything? I'm like, yeah, I think it is. And then the other chap got his book out, big long list of questions, started rattling through.
It's incredible though, that given Norton had a checkered history forever, and then the last episode that was a nightmare under Stuart Gardner.
Yeah.
I'm so pleased that they've now seemed to have got their mojo back and seemed to they've kind of kept quiet while they've cleared themselves up. They've got a proper factory now.
It's incredible, the actual
looking
the technology they've invested in it. It's like, they're not messing about.
The goodwill.
TVS are not messing about.
I still think there's a lot of goodwill.
That was like horrifying at the time when it all kicked off.
Yeah. This is a much different
But it's literally gone like blanket shut, hasn't it, from when all that kicked off to now.
I'd love to ride one of those new Atlases when they get those.
Well, they don't exist apparently.
No.
I asked about the Atlas and they said it's just a concept. There's not actually an Atlas bike.
Right.
But they're sort of really keen on EV stuff. They're very much pushing
something
very EV coming.
Something very important I need to just jump in.
Go on.
Linda Cooper's just run out of Malbec.
Oh no,
Linda, that's piss poor planet.
That is a nightmare. We've actually got a few bottles of that in for Rich for later. Anyway,
later.
Last time he polished them off. Last time he came round, he drank our house dry. It was unbelievable. Anyway, Richie, guitar time. What?
Yeah, where are these guitars?
Well, they're just there.
Do you play the guitar?
You play, Andy, don't you? We're gonna have a
Well, I
guitar
don't like to boast
guitar.
about it. It's one of mine. I don't like to talk about my many talents.
I bet
James.
Bruce will sing Proclaimers if you ask him.
Something different.
Bruce, if you had the chance to ride around the world again, what bike would you favour?
I'd take anything. Anything that I've got in the stable at the time, really, to be honest. I'd genuinely, I'd take... I wouldn't be fussed about taking a Gixxer again, to be honest. I would take that. I'd take a 125, I'd take electric. I'm not fussed.
CRF 250, perfect bike for it.
No, but it's not the perfect bike for it. It might be the perfect bike for you if you want that type of trip and you can ride off-road. But if you were like me and don't really know what you're doing off-road, what is the point of having an off-road bike?
I can only think... You're a great rider, and I can only think that you're scared of being not scared of being off-road, but it's way out of your comfort zone. That can only come from you having forced to do that on a sports bike. Yeah, mate. Because that will scare the shit out of anybody.
I play on it. I don't mind being off-road. I quite. I've always said he plays on it.
Sir, he pretends.
Shows how much you listen to the
I
podcast.
can't believe.
I chat about this all the time. I genuinely don't mind off-road. I'm not that fussed about it. But I'm not good at it. So I'd favour being on the road where I'm more comfortable. But I'm not fussed about being off-road. It's all right. But I mean, I don't know what I'm doing.
What else
remember that.
I just don't know what I'm doing when I'm off-road.
Bike versus plane plans. Come on, chaps. What? We've done that one.
What,
We've done that.
Version 2.
I could go in the Cub and you all racing Cubs. That'd be quite fun. You'd probably beat me, actually, because that's a slow plane.
I think we should do a small bike challenge for sure.
What else we got? Can you read any of this? Lamb Chops, how's the H2? Do you still own it?
I do, yeah. It's got a video coming on that soon. I'm not actually recorded it yet, so it's not going to be that soon.
Yeah. Oh, you've planned it? Oh, that's good.
I've planned it.
I'm liking that. I like a bit of planning. Bruce, learn.
It's basically making it a bit more usable, a bit more comfortable.
Is that
as I sold the double R, I'm keeping the H2. It's going to be used more and made more comfortable. So I've got some Kawasaki do some 20mm risers for it. 20mm.
Yep.
So I've got those. I've got some padded seat to go on there. So yeah, it's just going to be used more basically.
Right, it's 11:15, chaps. What do we think? Shall we wrap up?
I think
This will be the longest video I've ever made. Not that it's just me.
Broken records.
Yeah. Well, it's been amazing. 825 people still here. Thank you so much for watching for so long. Nearly 3 hours. Unbelievable.
Wow, I can't believe
We'll do one again in another couple of years.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching.
It's been a good laugh.
It's been lovely, actually. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's just, all I've been doing is reading all these comments.
We're going to have to spend 3 hours watching it back each so we can read the comments again.
So apologies for not, looking at you.
Yeah, so thanks so much for watching, folks. I'm going to press a button now.
And then we're going to go and get drunk and get...
Yeah, and then there might be on Richy or...
Cheers for all your comments, folks. Thank
Whose
you.
channel are we doing the late night version on?
Well, we'll have to... I'm going to say we might have to toss for that, but...
I didn't bring anything for the next
Anyway,
stage.
you didn't?
No.
Oh, come on!
I'll go on your channel.
I can lend you a little thong. Okay, so if you're up late tonight, keep your eye on Rich's channel. There might be a treat for you involving Bruce. All right, thanks, folks. Great to see you.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
See you later.